You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh, what did I do? Hi, Nisa. Get to know. I hope you guys are all good. Sorry, get to know. I just messaged you back. Why is it covered up? What did I do? Uh-oh. Hello. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing good. I dropped a link in the chat if you would like it. Get to know. The link is for Get to Know. So today I wanted to talk about you're worth it and how to not lose your self-esteem, your self-worth, coming out of domestic violence. What do you mean it's okay? You're just okay. You should be feeling good. Hi, Opus Angel. Sorry, I'm still working on the background, you guys. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, well, maybe it is. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I am so not good at this stuff. Aha, there we go. Okay. Save. What happened? Aha! I figured it out. How are you doing? We'll give it a few minutes. Let people start coming in. Let's welcome in, get to know. Welcome up.
How are you, sir?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
So I got a couple of your messages. I just want to make sure that you're okay. I'm not going to talk about them, but I just wanted to make sure that you were doing okay. I think
Yeah, I'm all right.
Great.
I appreciate it. It's yeah, it's definitely necessary for
Maybe at some point you'll explain to me the necessity and why and what drove you to go that direction.
I give you my word. As soon as I'm able to, I will. As soon as I'm able to, I will. For sure. So
I'm like, very interesting.
yeah. Yep.
I'll give it a few minutes for people to kind of like trickle in. Look, I don't have my hair up in a ponytail today. I'm so proud of myself. It's so hard for me too, because I'm like, I always want to pin my hair up, and yeah, I know it's a girl thing. It's a girl thing.
I don't know. I've had a ponytail in my hair for the last 26 years. So
You've what?
I've had a ponytail. I've wore a ponytail for like the last 26 years of my life.
You have a ponytail?
Yeah, I got a ponytail.
Like a little duck
You've never
tail
seen
ponytail?
like
No,
like this
I've
kind
never seen it.
like this kind of ponytail.
Oh my gosh, look how long that is. That's longer than my hair. I didn't know you had long hair. That is funny. I didn't know. I bet your wife loves playing with it.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Where did my camera go now? See, I'm having just freaking drama. Oh, it's so aggravating. Hold on, let me fix it. Oh, piddle squat. Poopity doopity doo. I'm serious. If it's not one flying monkey, it's another flying monkey.
Love it.
Oh my goodness. Wow, so you've been growing your hair out for a long time.
27 years.
Holy shiznit.
Yep. All because I gave my mom my word I wouldn't cut my hair until she died. I wasn't expecting her to live for the next 40 years after that, but I mean, but yep.
So was it like a arrangement that you made with your mom about not cutting it?
I was going through like the very first time I was in recovery for drugs. I was going through some shit, and I was laying kind of in my mom's lap, and I used to have long hair. I kind of had longer hair before all of the drugs and shit, and I just started shaving my head like I was Vic. Well, I was like Vic shaving my head, and she was holding me because I was going through withdrawals real bad, and she was rubbing my head, and she's like, "When are you gonna grow your hair back?" She's like, "I miss playing with your hair," because she would always play with my hair as a kid and shit. And I was like, starting right now. I was like, all right, I give you my word. I give you my word. I'll grow my hair back and my hair back out, and I won't let it until you die. And when you die, I'll braid it and I'll put it in your coffin with you. So here I am, 27 years later, still with the same haircut.
Wow.
Hey, a man's only got two things that make him a man. You know what I mean? His balls and his word. Without either one of them, he ain't a man. So I plan on keeping both. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you said that. Well, I mean, technically, you know, like physically, yes, yeah. But in today's society, you know, it's kind of strange out there in some parts.
Well, you know, I don't really get into all that because, I mean, a man's a man and a woman's a woman. I mean, I can't go around identifying as a fucking street light because nobody will ever believe me. You know what I mean? So, whatever. I'm just saying.
Can't go around identifying as a what?
A street lamp. You know, a street light?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Ask Opa. She likes to identify as a giraffe. Do people believe her? No.
Well, I say I'm a unicorn. Oh, my shit froze. Okay,
well,
hold on. Stay right there. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, my wife's a dolphin that don't need water.
She what?
My wife identifies as a dolphin that don't need water, so she doesn't have to swim anywhere.
Oh, so she's like a mermaid.
Yeah, but a dolphin mermaid.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. You're right, Opa. You're right. You figured me out. Damn it. Opa says, the truth he is growing it out. So if he ever needs to escape the second floor, he has the rope to climb down or sugar glider to climb up. Amen. Yep.
If I could just get some camera consistency in my life, I will be splendid. I don't know why it does that. It'll just like stop working like randomly. I freaking have no idea. It's not like it's pulling on anything. I don't know. Maybe I need to update the plugin for the camera because it's a Canon camera and it has a plugin that helps it become a webcam type thing. So maybe that's what it is, and it just needs to be updated. Hi, Opas. Hi, Wes. Mwah. So now what were you saying before I was so rudely interrupted by a blank screen?
Oh, we're just saying how I want to identify as a street lamp. My wife wants to identify as a non-swimming dolphin. Opa identifies as a giraffe. Her granddaughter identifies as a dragon. Her grandson identifies as a shark, and you identify as a unicorn. So unicorn. I think we're all good here
because they're colorful and they're pretty and they're unique. Wes, what do you identify as?
I almost had a chance to smoke some unicorn poop once. That's kind of cool.
Is that like another word for like smoke? Is that
no? That was yes, a certain strain of ganja. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
okay,
that's what
so
they call
we were on the
unicorn
same
poop.
page.
Yeah.
That's funny. And it was called that? That's even funnier.
It's called yep, and I've only seen it in the dispensary one time.
It's like 90 something.
It's like 90. It's like the flower was like 91%. So it was like some real banger shit. But you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
What's up, Wes?
It's good to see you, Wes. I'm zooming this in. So before I go into this reading, so the topic today is you're worth it, and you know how to regain our self-confidence back, basically regaining our life back after abuse. And if your wife would like to join in, she's love her to death, she's welcome to. Because recovering from abuse, it feels like it's impossible, and sometimes it comes back and it kind of haunts us at times. So we can't give up on ourselves, and remember that we're still important and that we're still worth it to other people in our lives, because there's people out there that do love us.
But how do we get ourselves to recognize that?
Sometimes, I was going to say, sometimes it feels like we're alone, and just we have to remember that we're not. You're not alone. What was that? Wasn't that a movie where you're not alone? What movie was that from? Gothica. Was it from Gothica? The movie Gothica. I think it was from the movie.
No, Michael Jackson sings a song called
that. So basically, if you haven't seen the movie Gothica was about this woman. Okay, where do I start in this movie? Because the movie, it kind of like backtracks, and it's like one of those movies like it gives you like a little piece in the beginning, and then you kind of like you really have to watch the whole movie to figure out why the woman was behaving the way she was in the beginning of the movie, kind of thing. But the movie Gothica, it was basically there was a prison, and this Holly Berry was one of the actresses. I can't remember what her husband's name was, and they were lawyers. Do you remember this? They were lawyers, and
yep,
and he was like crooked. He was crooked. Him and his buddies were crooked, and they were abusing these women, and they were abusing kids. And so there was this one little girl, this little situation with this one girl. Uh-oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with my camera. There. I don't know. It's acting funny again. Okay, so the lawyer was crooked, and his little buddy was crooked, and they were like crooked with law enforcement. And they were like kind of like covering up this whole thing they had going on, this whole like little club they had, I guess is how you would say it. And one day the wife, Holly Berry, she was on her way home, and it was a rainstorm, and she saw this little girl walk out in front of her, and she thought she hit her. And so she was kind of possessed by this deceased girl. And it just happened to be one of the girls that were being abused. And basically she was possessed by this girl so that she could see from that girl's perspective, like that girl's point of view, or from her memory before she passed away, like what was really happening to these other people in the prison that they were sending people off to. So it was a really crazy story. And I remember she had cut into her arm, "You're not alone." I think it's "You're not alone" or "You're never alone." Let me look real quick.
Maybe I think it was just "Not Alone." Was it?
Maybe is it "Not Alone"? Not Alone. And it was from God. Movie Gothica. It says not. I think it does say "Not Alone." I was trying to look at her arm. It's like this. And so, oh, wait, what's on me? Oh, nothing. Okay. Yes, it just says "Not Alone." And I think that's just to help remind us, like, if you've ever been in a type of situation like this, like we're really not alone. We're not the only ones going through it. And when we're able to connect with others that have been through it, then it kind of takes some of that pressure off of us as individuals. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody in chat. I always feel bad. Sugar Glider. That's you in the back, Sugar Glider. I like that name. My son had one of those. I think he had two. Yeah, I think he had
Really?
two of them, and one passed away, and so then the other one passed away from loneliness.
Yeah, sugar
Like,
gliders only mate. Yeah, sugar gliders only have one mate for life.
yeah, and when its mate passes away, it goes into depression.
Yep.
Makes you live in bright. Makes you live in bright colors. What makes you live in bright colors? Says my daughter is okay. Let me go back to some of these messages. Hello, everyone. And then the truth is growing it out. So if he ever needs to escape the second floor, he has a rope to climb down. What does?
Me, my hair.
Oh, you're like Rapunzel.
Like the male version of Rapunzel, but let's not that get out there. That definitely ruined my image.
She said, my granddaughter is a dragon and my grandson's a shark. Baby shark, do, 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 baby shark. I love you too, Wes. It's so good to see you. I thought you would abandon me forever. Makes you live in bright colors. Nothing compares. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so that movie. It just reminded me, like when I think about it, it just reminds me, like, you know what, we're not alone. And when you're in a situation or coming out of a situation, or you're trying to get help going through the situation, you feel very alienated, and your abusers are very good at doing that and making you feel a type of way. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you got to check it out. It's called Gothica, and it's kind of like a weird, kind of morbid movie, but it's I don't know, I kind of dug it because it helps you learn to relate. And I guess I'm kind of excited about it because if you remember correctly, if you've seen it, she went through a whole state where nobody believed her or listened to her. And if you've ever been in a situation where you felt that you weren't being heard or listened to, it's very unnerving to know or to think that, like, they're not listening to my story. They're not listening to how I feel about this. They're not listening to what happened. And it can be very discouraging to even open up or to go and get help. So it just makes it relatable. Okay, let me zoom this in, close this out. Present screen. Hopefully I don't lose my camera again. Okay, I think it's that one. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen Nothing Compares in a couple of days. Let me close this out. Okay, so recovering from an abusive relationship is possible. Here's helpful steps on how to heal and prioritize your well-being in the process. And that is like my main concern is us learning how to putting ourselves first again, because when you're in an abusive relationship, you're often putting yourself second to the perpetrator or predator. And they like that because then that it's like feeding the demon of narcissism and abuse at the same time, because most abusers are narcissists. I think I'm pretty sure that they probably all are narcissistic to some point, or sociopaths, one of the two. If you've recently left an abusive relationship, you've already taken the most important steps of the process of leaving. If you go back to one of my previous videos, I do have lots of resources that are in the chat that you're able to go back and review for every state, their attorney general, and the resources for domestic violence and abuse and how to get out. If you need them or whatever, you can always contact me. My email is in my about section. Oh, Nothing Compares says she's been working a lot. After I read through a little portion of this get to know, I would like you to tell me, kind of like a little interview, like what did you do, like working towards you getting back to the new norm after this throughout the years. Hold on, the puppy dog is barking. Wait, did he stop? Okay.
Like, that's a puppy dog. That's a big puppy.
Ah, he is a big baby. He's my baby. Okay, learning how to heal and take care of yourself after a breakup can help you navigate. Sorry, I'm tired. Navigate what comes next. Common experiences while recovering from an abusive relationship. Do any of these look familiar? Emotional, physical, verbal, sexual, spiritual, financial, reproductive coercion, and digital. Tomorrow's live is going to be how domestic violence and cyberbullying or harassment through technology are connected. Because a lot of times when your abusers can't show up at your door, they'll start texting, they'll start calling, they'll have friends call, friends text, get into your email, and etc. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Hopefully I will be able to get the live going by 6 o'clock. Do you have anything going tomorrow at 6, get to know?
No, but we all have something together at 7 o'clock tomorrow, don't we? You, me, Opa,
Are we doing a
Rich.
live at 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me write that down. I'll change the appointment. 7 p.m. I think we agreed on that, right? So I'll change tomorrow's stream for either earlier or I'll change it for the day after.
Or just set it for an hour later.
But what if we're on longer than an hour? I'm always running late. People are never going to depend on me.
I depend on you to be late all the time.
I'm trying. And I think Bill says it too all the time. She's always late. You know, at some point, I will get this down to a science.
Well, then you're going to ruin it. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I know I can depend on you for is being late.
What if I start showing up on time?
Fucking blow my mind. I mean, I used to have that same problem. Just ask Opa.
One of my coping
One of your
mechanisms.
Inky, what have you been up to?
Coping mechanisms is smoking. I don't drink and I don't do drugs, but I do smoke. And I'm not saying it's a healthy way, but I think it's less illegal. Oh, and caffeine. I have to have caffeine. Okay, moving on. Coking. I don't know where my brain's at.
You say you into that Peruvian flake there? I was going to be like, you into that Peruvian flake there, Inky, or what now? I mean, come on now. That's some expensive crack. That's some expensive coke.
That's an expensive habit.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can afford that habit. They better be making it. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That stuff is not cheap. I don't know how people can. I mean, you would have to be like a doctor or a lawyer to afford that habit.
Or a really good drug dealer.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think, huh? Okay.
Yep.
So a range of intense emotions may pop up when recovering from an abusive relationship, all of which are valid. Depending on the situation, you may experience some of the following thoughts or feelings. You may feel like you're missing your ex. I can agree. You will feel it. You will be like, eh. And I think I told you guys, like, I went through a stage where I had to put a ticker on my phone. Oh, I just lost my camera again. It must be, what is it? I wonder if it's the connection. Because I just pulled.
You know what? You know what? That's weird as shit, dude. Every single time I've hit my mute button, my mic button, you've lost your camera.
Really?
Yeah.
No, maybe it's just, maybe the plug isn't in all the way. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Let's see. Let's see if it's working. No. Well, the thing is I went through and I was rearranging my setup. And so I had everything torn down yesterday and I haven't really wire tied everything off and put it back neatly. So it's kind of dangling there. And so the last couple of days, it's constantly going in and out. The
Mm.
camera's constantly going in and out. So, okay, back to where I was at. So, missing your ex, that is completely normal. You can't be upset at yourself that you miss someone that has been physically hurting you or your children or, you know, whatever. It's normal because you get used to someone's presence. Shit. Even people that you've become attached to via the internet. And if all of a sudden they decide they don't want to hang out with you anymore, you can feel lonely. You could feel hurt and you'll still miss them even if they said something bad about you. It can happen. Feeling of lonely or isolated because you depended on that person, the abuser, for that love, attention, and affection or finances or whatever. And so you're going to go through that feeling of feeling isolated, that you can't really turn to anybody. Oh, are they going to believe me? Are they going to listen to me? Especially if you're in a place where you really haven't made a lot of friends. And typically when you're in an abusive relationship, you're not really allowed to make friends. Have you noticed that? Get to know from anything that you've read about?
Yep.
Debating on going
Sure
back to
have.
the relation. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like almost every single story I've read about or talked with someone about, we get into that mode and it's like, it takes 30 days to start a new habit. So it takes 30 days of consistent communication with someone to build a rapport with them. And it also takes that 30 days for you to separate yourself from someone. Welcome in, Sun Honey. Opus Angel says, I have a strange relationship with my ex-abuser. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, hopefully it's like, you know, him like on a little noose and dangling him or something like ding, ding, ding.
Pretty much.
Hopefully, is it in a good way? Because I don't know. Is it in a good kind of weird way?
No, it's not like weird, but it's kind of weird. It's not like weird, but it's kind of weird.
Opa, would you like to come up and tell us about it? Okay. So let's see, where were we at? We were like, right, feeling of lonely and isolated. Okay, debating on going back to the relationship. That will be the hugest mistake you make, only because you will have to start that transition of removing yourself from the situation all over again, no matter how convincing they are. Ladies, gentlemen, kids, no matter how convincing they are, a leopard doesn't change its spots.
Nope.
Doesn't change its spots. It's not the alcohol that's making them do it. It's not the drugs making them do it. That's really who they are on the inside.
Yep. And that's one thing, like, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's one thing that I absolutely cannot stand. Oh, I'm sorry, I was drunk. You have to know, fuck all that shit. That's not an excuse. You did it because you did it. Now own your shit because you did it. Yeah, being drunk or being on drugs.
And
Did you hear her?
No. But I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She just said if you can't be responsible, if you can't control yourself when you're on substances or on drinking alcohol, then maybe you shouldn't be doing substances or drinking alcohol.
Right.
If you're gonna treat people shitty, you probably shouldn't be drinking and doing recreational drugs. I mean, you shouldn't do recreational drugs in the first place. But if you're going to, by all means, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I did that myself. So personally, I did those exact same things. I made excuses for that person. And I can't say I made excuses to go back because I didn't go back. That person would always find me. So I don't know if you remember this, but it was probably like right around the time we first met. I was kind of really upset at a couple of people because they kept slandering me and they're like, oh, well, you know, if she was being protected, then she wouldn't be on YouTube. Do you remember me talking about that?
Right.
And I said, you know,
Yeah.
YouTube has been the best thing and most freeing thing for me because I can talk about this with anyone and I can tell them about what I went through. It's not hidden. I can express like from start to finish and the process to go through to help get out of a situation, what potentially you could come up against as far as legalities go, and anything that has to do with this. I am like 100% knowledge that I can just have diarrhea of the mouth. Some people have got out of the situation, but they haven't been able to get through the legal red tape to get something. What's the word I'm looking for? To be able to get to regain back. So like Get to Know says it this way. He's like, so your predator goes to jail, gets out of jail in 5 years, and they're all of a sudden they're better, right? But that doesn't make us better. Get to Know says it the best. The way he explains it is there shouldn't be a timeline like that they should be able to get it to go to jail and then get out because they're not magically well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is no rehabbing.
There's no magic. There's no Mr. Clean. Yeah. There's no Mr. Clean magic eraser.
Exactly. You say it the best.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get at is, you know, there's that process of going through the healing part, but ours isn't we don't have a time limit on it. Like the judge says, okay, in 5 years, all of a sudden you're just going to magically be better. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, ding. Okay. It's been 10 years since my abuser's been locked up. I'm all magically better today. Ding, ding, ding. I'm no longer a sexually abused victim. Ding, ding, ding. I'm a winner. Yeah. Don't fuck up like that.
I can say, someone that's close to me, it happened when they were younger, and I think they were about 9, and they are 28, 29, and they have just learned, like they knew what had happened was wrong in the past, but they did not want to come up to anybody and talk to them about it. They didn't want to tell anybody about it. And one day we were talking and he was telling me, hey, this is what happened, da, 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 da. And I was like, well, why didn't you ever say anything? And he was like, because I was too embarrassed. Men are the ones that get more embarrassed to discuss these things than girls. And
yeah, I mean, like, go ahead.
Nope. I was listening to you.
I'm just gonna say, like, speaking from a personal point of view and having to have dealt with that, it fucks with your whole life. Like, it fucks with your manhood. It makes you question whether you're straight or gay. It makes you question all kinds of shit. And I'm not saying it's any easier for a female, but there's something extra fucked up about it when it's a boy that it happens to from another man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sun Honey says it's sad when someone hates himself enough on the inside that they use drugs and alcohol to hide the hate.
Yep.
That's because they use it as a coping mechanism for whatever trauma they went through. And then they lash out when they're intoxicated. And those same things that happened to them potentially could have happened to them that they're using the drugs and alcohol to cover up is now they're acting on those same things. And it's a very long chain of events that goes from generation to generation to generation until one person says, no, this is where it stops. And we're going to try to get the help that we need so it doesn't continue. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think that relationship between you and your wife is so amazing, because then you guys can talk about that stuff and get it out, and you don't lash out, and you know what I mean? It doesn't come out in other ways.
Yep. Yeah.
Triggers are real and healthy. Healing comes in stages. Yeah, but I wish they could come a little quicker, Sun Honey.
Triggers are real and healthy healing comes in stages.
I know. I just wish they would come quicker.
Right.
Yeah. And that's for anyone that has to go through it. Okay. Feeling uncertain and unable to make a decisions by yourself. Yeah, because you've had this person controlling you in one manner or another, and they've been the primary decision maker. And now all of a sudden you have to make decisions for yourself, and you're afraid that those decisions may not be the best decisions. So you're second guessing yourself. And that is something that the narcissist or abuser will use against you is you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. And they'll say all these slanderous things against you or to you. And then you second guess your judgment in a decision. The feelings of anxiety or depression. I think that one it hits pretty much every single one of us. The anxiety and the depression. And it doesn't have to mean like some cases of depression are worse than others. And so a lot of people don't even know they're depressed until they've been like really clinically diagnosed because they see the anxiety more than the depression.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember, time is an illusion. Mm-hmm. It really
I thought it was
is.
just deceiving.
Do you know we really didn't have like that whole concept of time? It was invented for people that were farming. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I go back and think about the biblical days, I'm like, man, how accurate is this? You know, because like, when did they really start tracking it?
I mean, like since you brought it up, I'll just do this real quick. Like you just said, like in the Bible, it says, like let's say, like Noah begot and lived to be 390 or 860. It doesn't say 860 what, and even if it did say 860 what's, it's not specifically down to, like 860 days, weeks, months, years, and is a year, and was a year in the biblical times the same amount of time as a year here as it is now? I don't think so. You know what I mean? So who knows?
So what would 360 months be?
Let's see.
It would had to have been in years, right? It couldn't have been in like decades or centuries. It would had to have been in years. But they said that we used to live for like 500 years and 700 years.
Oh yeah, it's three. That would be 3 days short of a full year. Inky.
Oh well, 365 days. Maybe it was
well,
360.
You said what was 360? Or 361?
I think I was thinking weeks. Don't laugh at me. I was thinking weeks. Like how many? Like would it be in weeks or bi-weekly? Like how else would they be able to determine like? So 360. Okay, so 360 years. So if it was in weeks, that would be divided by 4. If it was bi-weekly, then it would be divided by 2.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like 360 decades. That's a whole long time. It's like 3,000 years or something like that.
Yeah, it would be like 300. I'm just saying. 360
right.
by 10. That's 3,600 years.
Right.
Gosh. Ugh. So much.
It just reiterates the point that you're making. That like biblical times there was no concept of time, because if there was, then 360 generations, 360 children, or like what? It doesn't ever say.
See, I'm thinking maybe their years to them could have been like seasons, and maybe so if you did it in 4 seasons, so you would take that 360 divided by 4, for the 4 seasons, because that's when you would change crops, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so maybe that sounds more like feasible. Hold on, let me look. So
that'd be 40 years.
And then that would be 91 years old. That makes way more sense. So back then, maybe they were thinking
890 crops. Yeah, that's yeah.
Back then, even more years.
Well, right around the same amount of time. Just there was no concept. There was no distinction on what how much time was. Yeah. So they just went by like crops. That's good. I would have never thought of that. Like how many crops they went through. Yeah, that's good.
And they could have said, "Oh, that's a year. You know what I mean?" Yeah, that makes sense to me. That just it just kind of like fits. Okay, so the difficult feeling independent, a lingering fear or sense of being in danger. Oh,
yeah.
Do you know I wouldn't drive a car anywhere for a few years? I didn't want to go
Yeah.
anywhere. I wouldn't answer the phone. I wouldn't drive anywhere. Oh, it was a horrible feeling. I just wanted to be like in a little shell and just stay there. Yeah. And they normally say, "Oh, where you have that fear of impending doom, you're depressed." And I'm like, "No, this was put on me. This isn't natural for me. This is how someone has made me feel over a period of time." That because they were really good at finding me. So, I mean, if you could imagine, if you were running from your predator, and every time you turned around, they would find you again, and it would start all over again, you'd be like, I just don't even want to exist. It's not that you don't want to exist. It's that you want to hide someplace and never come back out again, so that person can never find you, so you can exist to the extent of what's feasible in your brain at the time. I know.
So basically, what you're
I'm
saying,
probably not explaining it right.
No, so basically, what you're saying is you don't want to exist.
No, not.
It's okay to say. It's okay to say that.
Not that you don't want to exist as in a human form. What I mean is, like, you don't want to coexist with other human beings, because if that other person, they were like, "Oh, well, Inky lives over here," guess what? Then he's going to know where you're at, and then it starts all over again. So you don't want to come out of that. You don't want to exist out of that little closed shell that you put yourself in. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So basically, like, I didn't want to drive anywhere. I didn't want to go anywhere. I wouldn't answer the phone. And it took me 4 years, 4.5 years to want to be where I'm at today.
Well, damn, you're doing good.
This is still new for me. And
yeah.
But I just didn't want to live in that anxiety anymore. I didn't want to live in that feeling anymore. I wanted to go back to being me before it happened. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm trying to figure, like, I'm trying to figure that out for the first time in my life.
The feeling of just going back to what you were before?
Because I don't even know what I was before. You know what I mean? Like, my whole entire childhood was based on being sexually abused. You know what I mean? Right. So I've always lived in a fucking protective shell, and you know what I mean. So I don't know life outside of it. I'm trying to learn that now.
So, what's your earliest memory before that?
My grandma punching me in the mouth.
Okay, before abuse.
Smacking me in the mouth. My earliest memory is abuse.
No. Okay, so you don't have any happy, normal memories before abuse?
No, so, like, not that I can remember, no. I was only like 4.5. I was like only 4.5 years old when the abuse started, Inky.
Wow, I am. Well, I mean, I understand. Like, I had a rough childhood. Like, I had to go pick my own switch and things like that. And
yeah, my dad used to whoop my ass with a wiffle ball bat. You know what those are, right?
It's like the little ball that has the little holes in it.
Yep. The yellow bat and the yellow bat. Yep.
With the big yellow bat.
Yep, that's what my dad would whack our asses with. Yeah, I know what that shit's like. I mean, I don't count that shit as abuse, though. You know what I mean? Like, I was just growing up back then. But
so do you ever go back? Okay. So this is how I look at it. My grandmother was what they would call it abusive, but then it was called discipline. And right. Do I look at it as mentally and emotionally damaged? Maybe to a point. Did I listen better than kids do today? Yes. Because I was in fear of getting my butt whooped. I was in fear that I would be grounded. Now, if you try to talk it out with your child, a lot of times it's just really hard for them to get to the understanding that there is repercussions for your actions. So it's a lot more talking and kids less learning. Spare the rod, spoil the child. So I do believe that there is some sense of discipline that is needed. Beating your child into submission or bloody, no, that is abuse.
But leaving a good old cherry size swapping on the ass is not going to damage your children. I mean, it's important, dude.
Correct. Now you said the smacking in the mouth. So when I was growing up, if it came from the mouth, that's what was going to get it. If you stole something or touched something that didn't belong to you, it was your hands that were going to get it. And if it was severe enough that you did something like, sneaking out of the house in the middle of the night or something crazy, like trying to set the furniture on fire. I've never done any of those things. I'm just saying, okay, I did sneak out of the house, but I've never tried to set the house on fire. That depicts to me a good ass whooping. But it's not out of anger. It's like, don't spank your kids out of anger. Don't spank your kids out of frustration type of things. Yeah. That's a no. Because if you do those things when you're angry, then you're actually taking your anger and aggression out on the kids. I do raise my voice. Yeah. I'll be like, 1, do not make me say 2. 2, don't make me say 3. Okay. Okay, let's see. Symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. Wow. Should I even click on it?
Well, do we need to? I mean, yeah, of course, click on it, but I'm sure that we could cover all of them without even looking at it. Like, I'm a walking, talking billboard of PTSD, of CPTSD, is what they classify it as now.
Yeah. Well, there is there is CPTSD, and then there is PTSD. CPTSD is chronic PTSD, where it's something that has happened over a long period of time. PTSD is like a one-time instance where something happened, like someone pulled a gun out on you, or someone stabbed you, or someone held you hostage for a little bit, something like that, where it's a smaller time period. CPTSD is where it's over a long period of time.
When I first got diagnosed with PTSD, I had people tell me that I was full of shit because only war soldiers get PTSD. I said, no,
that's not true.
Because the majority of people that have PTSD are people that come back from war. Doesn't mean that the only cases of PTSD come from being in a war. Because my dad don't have PTSD, and he was in war. So, like, you know what I mean? I just hate the stigma. I hate the stigmatism that comes with mental health issues.
Yeah, I don't believe that it's just.
Yeah.
No, because I have it, and I wasn't in the military. I was married to someone in the military, but I wasn't in the military myself. Yeah. And that's a whole. So when you're with someone that's in the military, they do have like therapy. So therapy before your partner leaves, or it's therapy for the couple before their partner leaves and before they get back, and when they get back, which is nice because now they know that those transitions really do affect the partner. Because when your partner takes off for 6 to 9 months out of the year, and all of a sudden you have to do everything by yourself, it's traumatizing. And it's a lot of work. So post-traumatic stress disorder, aka PTSD, is a serious mental health condition once attributed only to post-veteran. Well, you were just saying that. Post-war veterans. Today we know it's so much more. I hadn't even read it yet. Many of us are familiar with the near-miss feeling, whether it's a car that comes a little too close, or a medical scare in an emergency room, or a near miss in is a memorable experience. When we go through traumatic events, several systems in the body kick in high gear. That's like the that adrenaline feeling.
Yep.
Kick in. The hypothalamus and the pituitary gland both send out a rush of stress hormones, preparing us for the fight, flee, or freeze mode. When danger passes, many people can move on and shake it off, so to speak. Yet, for some of us, that feeling of being on high alert, that's what I call it. I say, I'm not paranoid. I am hyper vigilant. I'm hyper alert. I'm hyper alert. I'm hyper vigilant. Okay. And that's a good way to say it, because people will say, oh, you're just paranoid. You're just worried. Oh, stop stressing out. It's nothing. And you're like, yeah, explain that to my emotions. Yeah. because it's an emotion. It's not in your head. It's an emotion. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay. High on alert can persist for weeks, months, even years, and occur alongside with other symptoms. If this resonates with you, know that you are not alone. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is not a rare condition, and with the right management plan, including trauma therapy, you can manage your symptoms. I wonder if they have it without medications. I call it a lot of reading. Okay. What is PTSD? PTSD is a mental health condition that may occur as a result of witnessing or experiencing a traumatic event. It is added as a diagnosis by the American Psychiatric Association, the APA, to the 3rd edition, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM, in the 1980s. People who live with PTSD experience an elevated fight or flight response. That's what I was going to say earlier. I think they reworded it earlier. I was like, that's not, I thought it was fight or flight. They reworded it like, what did they say? Oh,
fight or freeze.
Yeah, fight, flee, or freeze. I've always called it fight or flight. Oh, shoot. Where were we?
Yeah.
Right here. Response: perceived threats to trigger their automatic nervous system, which leads to chemical alterations in the brain. This creates a sense of danger and other symptoms even when there is no actual threat or threat is no longer present. And that's that feeling of anxiety. So say like you get a phone call from wherever your predator's located and you go into a panic. And instead of being like, oh, it's nothing, it could be anybody calling, it could be a telemarketer. No, you immediately go to the trauma and you relate that trauma to the experience you're having at that very moment. And it can take no less than an hour for that feeling to start fading away.
Yeah. You're lucky if it's just an hour.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the PTSD doesn't go away, but the initial feeling of anxiety where the heart's racing, your palms are sweating, and you start getting like anxious, that lasts about an hour for you to regain your bearings. A lot of times it's nice if you have a partner, they can sit there and they can pet you. They could teach you things like hone in on something that's in the room. So say you're having anxiety, if they like hone in on your phone and sit there and look at your phone and then touch it and then like not do anything with it, but like touch it and be like, okay, it's only this far away. And then just stay focused on it and slow, deep breaths, because we have a tendency to hyperventilate. That causes more dizziness. Then we start thinking it's something else and it starts escalating it. Mine, it triggers my AFib. So that really sucks. Yeah. I always
I wasn't. Yeah, it could be. I wasn't necessarily saying that. I wasn't necessarily saying that it was like I wasn't necessarily speaking out against what you were saying. I was just saying, like, for me, when I get a good anxiety attack going on, if I'm lucky, the symptoms will start. The heart will start slowing down. It usually takes 3 or 4 hours for me to get back halfway to normal.
And do you feel that anxiety, like it's almost like extremely exhausting? Like once you've gone through it, you're like, you feel completely drained for the rest of the day. Or if it happens in the middle of the night, you'll feel completely drained that whole next day. And that's like the residual effects of having all those hormones and chemicals going off at once like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And I'm sorry that I would land myself in the ER like many times a week because I did not know what it was. I didn't know what anxiety was. And I thought I was going to die. The first time I felt it, I thought my whole world was coming down. I thought I was having a heart attack. Yeah. And then I was like, what was I thinking about? That's what the doctor asked me. What were you thinking about before this? What were the last things you were thinking about today? Was it something of your past? Was it this? Was it that? And I was like, holy shit, man, I can't dwell on my past because that's what triggers it. You know?
Yep.
And that's where the acceptance parts comes in. I'm sure it'll be in this list somewhere, of learning to accept what happened and then say, you know what, I'm a beautiful person, I have a beautiful heart, and I love people, and people love me, and I'm going to give love regardless of what happened. I'm still going to learn to trust other people, and it helps build the love hormones over the anxiety hormones. It helps like calm those down, and it just helps you spiritually.
Yeah.
Like I know you and your wife are like, you guys have beautiful spirits, beautiful like hearts, like very giving, loving hearts. And it's probably not that easy to get close to you either.
It's not.
And so it's nice when you can feel that connection with someone and be like, wow, you can feel them resonate with you on a level that you're comfortable. Yeah. Which is not easy to do when you've gone through something like this.
It's not at all.
So people who live with PTSD experience an elevated fight or flight response. Perceived threats trigger an autonomic nervous system, which leads to chemical alterations in the brain. This creates a sense of danger and other symptoms, even when there are no actual threat or threat is no longer present. How common is PTSD? Many people will experience traumatic events without further complications, but a small percentage go on to develop PTSD. In the United States, 3.6% of adults, about 9 million people, meet the diagnostic criteria for PTSD. According to the National Alliance of Mental Health, NAMI, PTSD is more prevalent among those in high-stress working environments like firefighters, first responders, police officers, or military veterans. The number of military veterans with PTSD varies by service area. Operation Iraqi Freedom, 11 to 20%, about 11 to 20 out of every 100 veterans live with PTSD. The Gulf War, 12% or 12 out of 100 veterans. Vietnam War, 15 or 15 out of every 100. In addition, 23% of women use Veteran Affairs VA services because of the PTSD due to military sexual trauma and them being assaulted during their time of service. Both men, 38%, and women, 55%, report PTSD due to sexual harassment while in the military. And because they're locked in small, confined spaces. I mean, That's not the only reason I'm saying, but that's one of the reasons they're locked in small, confined spaces.
Yeah.
Causes of PTSD. Yeah. PTSD was formerly called shell shock or battle fatigue syndrome. And many people may be familiar with the condition through its association with wartime veterans. However, PTSD can develop from the range of different scenarios. What ties them together and the real perceived threat of danger, which may involve possible loss of life. So some of the causes are natural disasters, crime and violence, serious medical event, near-death experience, loss of a loved one. And yes, you can get PTSD from losing your significant other. Physical or sexual abuse, transportation accidents. In general, any stressful event where you feel fear, shock, horror, or hopelessness can cause PTSD. The risk factors. Researchers still don't know why some people develop it. And I think it gets developed because of the situation was so severe that it released too many hormones at once, like too many body chemicals at once. And it kind of just stuck there. If you notice, I was going to say, if you went back, one of the reasons I asked you this is what was your last good memory of childhood? Because a lot of times we don't remember the good things that happened. Because for us to survive, we have to remember the things that were negative. So we learn them to be red flags. So it's hard for us to remember all the good stuff that happened to us as kids, like getting to go shoe shopping or opening up Christmas presents and things like that. We don't retain those memories as well as something that was traumatic, because if it's traumatic, it stays in there and the red flag is there and it teaches us a lesson. And that's our survival mode.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I asked, like, what was the last good memory you had? Like the last good memories I can remember is going to like circus with my stepdad and winning stuffed animals and stuff. And then having like a bunch of stuffed animals at Christmas. But that's like about it. Like I just remember like it was a huge Christmas that year. And that was it. Like I don't remember much before it, and I don't remember anything really after it. And I think it's because the abuse by my parent kind of overwhelmed like anything that was really good that was going on. If that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, so they still know white people. And others do not. Okay, but there are a handful of factors that may increase the chances of diagnosis. Some include lack of support network. And that's what I want to help with is if, you know, for those that need that support or if they need someone to talk to, so, you know, they can like help regain that self-worth and know that they can get through it. That's one of the reasons I'm, you know, I made this channel is because a lot of people will stay in an abusive relationship because they don't feel that they have a support network to get out of it. Histories of mental health conditions, past experiences of abuse, often in childhood, poor physical health, being female, getting physically hurt. Another factor that may contribute to PTSD is experiencing a stressful event after a traumatic event, such as getting a divorce shortly after a serious car accident. And that compounds it. So then it's like it's your brain, you're still stressing on the first incident and your brain's still releasing these chemicals. And so now it's like it's compounding the issue. Genetics might also play a role in the brain scans of people with PTSD. Research suggests that the hippocampus, the part of the brain that deals with the memories and the emotional regulation, is smaller and shaped different than those without PTSD. I wonder why that is.
I don't know about that.
Have you ever heard of that before?
So they're basically... No,
I got
I
a
haven't.
hippopotamus in my brain that is smaller and odd shaped. Sorry, I'm trying to make it funny. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I caught it. That's funny.
I
that was funny.
I said there's a hippopotamus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
I caught
the
it.
hippopotamus in my brain has PTSD, and he keeps telling me I have PTSD. Okay.
So you're telling me that I'm born damaged?
That's what it's trying to say. That's what it says.
Yeah, that's what it says, and that's stupid.
With others without it. Now, I wonder if it's the chemicals in the brain that are constantly being released that make it shape differently and make it smaller. I wonder if the less you have those experiences, the bigger it is, and the more you have those experiences, like the chemical makes it degenerate, like get smaller. I wonder if it's from a chemical.
It
doesn't say you're born with it. It doesn't say you're born with it. It just says that it is smaller. So what I'm saying is, I wonder if it's because of the constant chemical release, if it makes that hippopotamus.
Oh, because like hippocampus. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So you know how like if you don't, okay, so for instance, like I have lupus, right? So like I have muscle degeneration, so that muscle is shrinking gradually.
Right.
Like it's shrinking. So no matter how much I go to the gym and work out, it's just going to exacerbate the issue by feeding the chemicals in your muscles that make your muscles grow. So the more I feed into that muscle with the chemicals, it's going to make it degenerate faster. I know, it sounds crazy.
No, it's feasible. I mean,
so we know. Yeah. So we know the symptoms. We know the signs. And Intrusion symptoms. These are intrusive thoughts that overtake and make you overwhelmed. Avoidance symptoms. That's what I had. I didn't want to deal with anybody. That's what I was telling you. I just wanted to be in my little shell. People, places, and situations, or driving anywhere. Arousal or reactivity symptoms. That seems kind of weird to me, but I guess for some, it may be that way. Irritability, feeling on edge, difficulty with concentration, heightened startled response, sudden burst of anger. That doesn't sound like arousal, but I guess that's not what I was thinking. Mood and cognition.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I know, that didn't sound right, did it? Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is one of the biggest things that for those of you that are listening or that will be listening in the future, please hit that like and subscribe button. One of the things that I would like everyone to start today is if you have a negative thought that enters your mind, that's negative self-talk, just be like, no, I'm loved. I love myself. Because it starts within us. Feelings of guilt and
like my wife just said, sorry. Like my wife just said, she's like, even if you don't believe it, just start telling yourself that. And if you tell yourself that long enough times, you'll start believing it.
Yes, most definitely. Feelings. Wow, that's weird. The screen just popped out. Memory issues, forgetfulness, lack of interest in things you love. Physical symptoms, sweating, shaking, dizzy, headaches, chest pain, upset stomach. That's why I kept thinking I was having a heart attack. Upset stomach, unexplained aches and pains, fatigue, nightmares, and sleep disturbances. Don't forget night terrors for young ones.
I still have them.
Yeah. PTSD in children, bedwetting, nightmares, increased clinginess with adults. Hey, this sounds just like the one you did. Expression of trauma through arts or games. Now, I never seen her do anything like that. She was just very vocal about it. She had no problem discussing it with anyone. She would tell anybody that would listen. In the case of trauma and sexual abuse, children might exhibit low self-worth, fear of sadness and isolation, aggression, abnormal sexual behavior, self-harm, alcohol, and drug abuse. And that is what we work with today and trying to avoid that situation with her later. Because we will have a tendency to want to self-medicate. Is she okay? Does she need some water?
No, she just took a hit of weed.
Oh. It always scares me when someone does that. I'm like, are you okay? Do I need to get you water? I'm fine. It was really good.
Yeah. He says thank you, though.
She's like, this is stressing me out. I need some weed. Okay. For accurate diagnosis of PTSD, certain criteria must be met. You're exposed to, okay, well, we already know a lot of those. I don't think I should be reading through those. I don't need to cause any more anxiety. This is actually supposed to help us get out of that sense of anxiety. I know, right? I'm just trying to be somewhat clear. So if someone hops in and they haven't seen another show, that they can get like the whole preempt to having your own self-worth.
Yep.
The ability to reach out and seek support. And that's step one, is learning that you're not alone and that there is people out there that can help. Success in developing coping strategies. Write things down on paper. I'm not going to say be a pyro, but write it down on a piece of paper, your stressful emotion, and then put it in a place that's safe and set it on fire and release it. That's one coping mechanism. Just writing things down is a coping mechanism, but try to not go back and reread them because it could re-traumatize you. I don't suggest that. Some therapists might, but I wouldn't suggest that just because of my own personal experiences. The feeling of positivity around you and those responded and how they respond to their trauma. The feeling of positivity around how they respond to their trauma. Saucy as F. Thank you, sweetheart, for that $2 super sticker. Mwah. That's Arkansas-y.
Arkansas!
I should be inky as F. I know. but I'm not invited into the AF crew. Okay. Those who practice active coping in this way may recover from PTSD more quickly, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. Yeah, they're all full of shit. They all want us to be on the same page, but we're not. We all grow and learn differently. So if you don't reach their expectations in a certain amount of time, you know what? Tell them to go F off. Because you know what? You will do it in your own time.
Yep.
We are not test monkeys. Some make a recovery within 6 months. Hey, I've been working on 6 years. They can go bite it.
Shit, I've been working on it for fucking 20 years.
Oh, I love you, Arky Butt. So treatments can be psychotherapy and medications. If it's really, really, really bad, then I would say, yeah, you know what? Try the medications, but make sure that you're getting therapy along with it and stay within the realm of people that are supportive of you and trying to get better and learning to cope. Because our ability to learn to cope is what builds that self-worth. And that's step one. Because if you don't have self-worth, then you're not going to want to even try to fix anything. You're not going to try to feel better. And we get stuck in that mode. We get stuck in that icky mode.
For sure.
We do. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't think that I was ever going to feel normal. I'm not going to say I feel normal. I'm going to say I'm probably about 25% in to normal. I still get anxious. I still get those emotions and those feelings, but I can function a little better than I could 5-6 years ago. So yeah, in my opinion, I'm saying, you know what? I have to go back and relearn to value myself on things that I lost. Like, because you lose those things from abuse. You don't. Oh, G2, can you explain? I don't know how to explain it. Like, so when you've gone through something that is causing PTSD, you've gone through something that's, even if it didn't, it could affect you later. Like I was telling you about my friend that was like 29, and it affected him later, and it affected him in his sexual life. Like he started like looking into like weird stuff like other men. I'm not saying it's too weird. I'm just saying, I mean, he venture off into those areas, and his wife was like, what the hell is this? And that's when he came out and explained it. Like, this is what happened to me. And so like, I have curiosity about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arkansas says, assault and violence affects a person emotionally and physically. It affects a person's sense of self, their ability to relate to others, and the hurt the people around them. Yeah. Because I closed off, like G2 over here, G2K, he closed off. And so we have to like kind of like sneak out of that little shell a little bit at a time, like to stick a little toe out and then be like, okay, if you imagine like a little chicken egg, and then stick your little toe out the chicken egg and then be like, is the water warm? Okay, not yet, but at least you tried, you know, and just do a little bit at a time until then you're like outside the chicken egg and you're like, oh, I can fluff my feathers now. I know that probably sounded really gay.
You know, whether it did or not, I mean,
that's just kind of like how I explain it. Arkansas, you're welcome to come up if you like. So what's CPT? Cognitive processing therapy. This technique is used to help process a trauma, since many people aren't able to process it directly after it happens, like, you know, maybe choking the person out, you know, maybe like ending, you know, that, making sure you see them sit in prison for the rest of their life. Like, we can't do those things. We can't get the edification that we deserve after something like that happens by taking the law into our own hands. We can't do that. And so we have to depend on people to do that. And then we have to learn to cope and deal with crap on our own.
Yeah.
So CPT is the process of learning how to manage. It's like it's structured. Can also help someone restructure their beliefs around what happened in more helpful ways. Yeah, right. I don't believe in that one. Okay. Prolonged exposure to therapy. I just, you know what? Just lock me up in a little straitcoat. Prolonged exposure to therapy. This type of cognitive behavior therapy involves gradually approaching trauma-related memories or situations that you've been avoiding since the event. Oh, that's where I remember I was like, I didn't want to drive. So I had to like force myself to get in the car and be like, you're going to drive. You know, you're going to answer the phone. You're going to do this. And I had to force myself beyond that fear zone. Coming to YouTube, I forced myself out of that shell and said, no, I'm going to be me. I'm not going to let it haunt me anymore. And I just want to have my life back. Just like you coming to YouTube, does it make you feel better? Like you're able to like get it out? Like you're able to like, it's healing you. That's healing you.
I'm learning how to cope with it. I'm learning how to. I'm learning shit for the like people don't get that. Like I'm learning these emotions and shit for the first time in my life. Like I was emotionally dumb, dude. Like legitimately, I didn't ever express emotions and shit until here recently. Like a year ago, you would have lost your ass if you would have bet on me crying on camera. You would have lost. If you're betting on me, like. No, you would have lost the bet. Like if you were to bet like in Vegas, you know what I mean? Odds are like less than 1% that you're going to see me cry on camera a year ago. Now it's like I'm starting to learn. I'm trying to learn these emotions and how to deal with them, and I'll fucking just cry like it's crazy. Like I'm legitimately starting to learn how emotions work for the first time in my life. And I'm 44 years old.
So what you mean is like you had never cried before, like on camera or not?
Not actually cried. Like up until like 7 months ago, my wife had never even seen me cry.
And you're a Cancer?
Yeah.
Wow. He's very emotional.
I am so emotional. Like if someone just gives me a bad look, sometimes I'll be like, wah. But I'm overly sensitive, so I'm just the opposite. I'm hypersensitive.
And I'm really moody. My wife says really emotional and really moody. So
I am moody.
Great, now I'm going to get all fucking emotional about that now. Son of a...
You're giving him a complex. I'm just kidding.
He was born with the complex.
I am the complex. Maybe that's a good YouTube name, The Complex. Yeah.
Oh, were you here last night when I was trying to think of a new name? Pinkies and Pinkies and Pinups. But P-I, Pinkies
Yeah, the pinkies part, like Jennifer came up with that shit. My wife came up with that shit.
I thought you did. Oh, she did. Okay.
No, I was typing it for my wife. Yeah, I typed it in for my wife, but it was her. Like, ooh, that's good.
That's what I'm keeping, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Flying Squirrel, Sugar Glider. I keep trying to light my cigarette and it keeps going out. Okay. So it says prolonged exposure to therapy. I don't know if I told you this story, but I had my daughter in therapy. Did I tell you about this? Like when it first happened? Nope. And this therapist I had her with was like, I understand that this is really disturbing for you, but you have to understand that there's things about it that she liked and there was things about it she didn't like. And I wanted to throat punch that bitch. You have no idea. I picked her up and I left there and she never went back. I was like, I will never hear someone tell me that
you fucking trying to sit here and tell me that my daughter enjoyed that shit? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck on out of here, man.
I freaking lost my shit.
That's fucking way weird.
Yeah. And ever since then, like when I talked to the attorney general about it, she was like, she said, what? And I was like, yeah. She got fired in the quickness. I was like, no, freaking lost her gourd.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not like she's 19. And even then, I mean, come on. It's not like she was an adult. She was 3. Okay. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
I do.
EMDR. What is this?
I do. Okay. It's literally like, okay, when I first got into counseling, the counselor brought this up to me. It was very new at the time. This was like 8 years ago. And what it was you take your traumatic events in your life and you focus on them while the person in front of you, your counselor, does a rapid hand movement, and you focus your eyes on that rapid hand movement. So without moving your head, you just, like, if she's moving it left and right, you just keep moving your eyes left and right with the movement of the hand, and continually think about the abuse and what happened, and it's supposed to magically fucking heal it. I think this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, and I will not stand behind this one at all. At all.
It says that it uses gentle tones and tapes to interrupt thought patterns or beliefs. Shows that it can reduce anxiety. That would cause anxiety if someone was flapping their hands in front of my face. I was hitting the face way too much as a kid. I'd be like, I'd be like ducking and dodging.
Yeah.
Oh. It shows that it can reduce anxiety, depression, fatigue, and paranoia. No, I think that would give me anxiety.
Yeah.
Medications. Now, I've thought about this myself. SSRIs. I thought about it because I was that worried that I was never going to be able to drive again. I thought I was that worried that I was never going to be able to answer the phone or leave the house again. And that's when I started forcing myself to, like, get in the car and drive. And it was probably a good thing that I got sick, because I would have probably never drove myself to the hospital. So I had to push myself past it and say, nope, I'm going to be okay. I'm okay. And I have a really good friend that is an attorney general, and she has talked me down off that cliff many, many, many times. I mean, it was multiple times a week, because that's how bad that this was. And there is a let me see if I can find it. There is a mortality rate when you deal with domestic violence or sexual assault, mainly domestic violence, not really sexual assault, but there is a mortality rate that you are rated when you go in there and you talk to someone and they're helping you through domestic violence. And so let me show you that real quick. I was a 10 out of 10, my mortality rate. And that rates the danger level that you're in or surviving this person coming back. I should say not surviving, because it's the mortality rate, not the survival rate.
Well,
hopefully I'm learning to type a little more quietly.
I'm a key. I'm a key pounder. Like, when I'm typing shit, because you hear every one of them.
Why isn't it showing up? Interesting. Okay, let me go over here. Okay. So let me put this up here. So they have this chart. Let me close this. So they have this chart that they use when they evaluate you for the mortality rate on how serious the case is, and how much do they need to work with you to get you back to safety. I'll hold that page there, and then I will share this one. Statistics. Let's see. Well, that doesn't tell me, that doesn't show the chart and like the So the chart has like, it's like columns, and it has like this many things happened in this column, this column, this column, and then you're rated per like how much stuff has gone on. So this isn't exactly what I was looking for. So we might have to come back to this one. I might have to find it, or I'll have her send it to me. It says click on any of the following printable shareable documents. I'll have to find that. Maybe I'll have her send it to me because I don't see it in the charts. So let me go back to this one. Oh, wait, I got to put this back up. There we go. Okay, so there is a mortality rate. Oh, did I share it? Oh, I did. Okay. And so based on your mortality rate, will depict on how much help they can help you with and how immediate help they can help you with. So don't be shy about your symptoms, guys. Don't be shy about whatever happened. Just be very upfront and open with them about it, because the more open you are, the more help you can get. And in a lot of states, if something has happened to you, that predator will have to pay you, help you. They have to help you get housing. They have to pay for your housing, and it's funded by the government, and the government gets the money from the predator to help pay you as part of a loss. I know it sounds stupid and silly, but it does help recoup some of things that were lost in your life. So they have Paxil, Prozac, and Zoloft.
I hate all of them.
These are antidepressants. Effexor, I don't know what Effexor is. I've never heard of that, but it's supposed to help reduce the symptoms. Does this work? I've never tried these.
Don't work for me.
I've
been on all of those so far.
Oh, have you tried them?
Oh yeah, yeah. I take medication every single day of my life. Yeah.
I know they had me on some type of benzopine or something like that. I think it's a benzopine.
Benzodiazepine.
Benzodiazepine. Something like that.
Just a Valium.
But it just made me too relaxed. I didn't have the drive to get up and do things that I needed to do. So it just kept me a little bit too zoned out. What is like lorazepam or something?
Lorazepam. Yep.
Yeah, and it did nothing. Yeah. They said it was supposed to help with my anxiety. It didn't do shit. They said I was supposed to be on it every 4 hours. And I went to go get it filled. I went to go get it filled at the pharmacy, and the pharmacist said, "You're already out." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to be taking it every 4 hours, but it's not working." And they're like, "This is something at this strength that you're supposed to take like once a year." And it was not working. Was not working. It did not help any anxiety. So some of the alternative therapies would be art therapy. I was having really bad thoughts that would probably not be very funny. you know, like playing hangman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You know, playing hangman and then putting their name there and seeing how, yeah.
Building voodoo dolls and naming them characters, naming them after that person,
I do have one of those. You want to see it? I can.
Hell yeah. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh my Lord!
Don't laugh.
I hope his name's not Aaron.
Oh, well, I thought I had it right here, but I guess I didn't. I thought I had it right here. I thought I had it right here in my other desk, but I guess I must have moved it somewhere.
Or it moved itself.
Yeah, it could have just grew little voodoo doll legs.
Holy shit! I'm not sleeping
No,
at all
I
tonight
do.
now.
I do.
Oh, I
have
believe
one.
you. Well, I
I've
believe
never,
you. And I feel I'm believing that shit too. Straight up.
I've never finished setting it up. It was given to me as a gift, for me to use and set it up, and I got the book on how to do it, and I've just never done it because I'm kind of scared at the same time.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
big step. That's a big step.
I know. We could it's like start plucking limbs off, setting them on fire.
Yeah. Or even worse. I mean,
But even if it didn't really work, wouldn't it almost be edifying? I know, does it sound morbid? But because I
nope.
am a victim too, we need some kind of like release from it, kind of like writing what your feelings are on a piece of paper and then burning them and saying, I'm letting this go. It's really no different. We're just trying to
Yeah.
like get rid of people's, phalanges and
Look,
limbs.
Inky. This is how I look at it. Okay, if you want to rip this voodoo doll's fingers off in the name of somebody else, by all means, you have the right to do so. It's your damn voodoo doll. Do whatever you want to do with the damn thing.
I wish I knew where it was. I'm going to make sure I have it ready for tomorrow. I am.
Oh yeah.
It's in a pretty little box too. Okay, so
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna make.
I'll have to figure out where she got it from, and if you want, I can always send you one, and then you can do the same thing. Maybe it's a good therapy. It could be good therapy.
Yeah, maybe it'd be good therapy. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll take two. We'll take two.
Okay, you'll take two. If I can find out where she got them, I'll get you guys two.
Hell yeah.
A recent study has found that yoga might be helpful in managing symptoms of PTSD, works by releasing mindfulness and helping people feel grounded. And that's what I meant by the phone. She told me to like focus on a single object and then reach up and touch it, because a lot of times when you have anxiety, you get tunnel vision and you feel like everything goes whoop, really far away. So you need to like bring yourself back to reality and regrounded and remember that everything is within touch. Because when you're feeling like that, you feel alone and isolated and you get tunnel vision.
See, now my anxiety, I don't feel like that. My anxiety sucks everything in right on top of me, and it makes me feel like I'm smothered and I can't move.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So there is different symptoms for like your body processes it different than someone else's, and it's just how your brain reacts to it. Let's see, they have psychedelics. Mushroom.
I like those.
Wow, they're actually using MDMA. Isn't MDMA, isn't that like ecstasy?
No, it's actually made out of all natural tree bark, a certain kind of tree, and it gives you like the intense psychedelic trip of mushrooms, but it gives you like the visuals of like peyote or mescaline does, and it wraps it all into one, and one hit will last about 30 seconds to a minute. And dude, people have like talked to aliens and shit, and like all kinds of, like, it's crazy, I guess, man.
Wow. It says
yeah, it's
mushrooms.
a trip from what I hear.
I thought mushrooms were illegal. That's so weird.
Well, they are illegal.
Such as LSD. I mean, they're telling you that these are things that you could take.
Yeah. And there's clinical trials. Yeah, it's called microdosing.
Ketamine, that's a cat tranquilizer.
Ketamine, yep. Yes. And I've actually looked into the ketamine treatments. It's so fucking expensive. Like someone like me would never be able to afford it.
Benzopine, yeah. See right there. And sedative often given before medical procedures or surgery. It gives me anxiety having to take one. Yeah. Let's see. More patients responded to IV infusions of ketamine over 2 weeks. I've heard that they've been actually doing dosing for ketamine for people with PTSD. That has been a new clinical trial. I don't know if they are able to prescribe it now. Video games. This is where I said, remember it was the other day and I was playing COD and I looked at my watch and I go, look, my stress level is like it's rock bottom. For some reason, it helps lower my blood pressure. Even though I'm all excited, I'm like, oh my God, they're shooting me in the butt. You would think that my anxiety and stress is higher, but I think it does the exact opposite and it lowers it even though I'm hyper. My daughter and my kids, they also do this to lower their anxiety levels. And those that have been abused, if video games were been really, really, really popular, I'm sure when me and Get to Know was younger, I'm probably sure that we would have been more engulfed in it.
Yeah, my wife would have been right along with us on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what her age difference is to mine, but yeah, I would have probably dove right into that. Yeah.
She's just a couple years younger than me, so
you know how I dealt with it as a kid? I engulfed in music. And
my wife and I do the same thing. Yep.
I will find a song that I really like and I will put it on repeat until I'm wore out. And it could be like days, weeks. And I'll finally stop listening to it. And I will listen to it so much that I know every beat, everything, every lyric. And most of the time it's actually music without lyrics, like Lindsey Sterling. If you haven't heard her, I will play her. She's a violinist. It's like a techno violinist kind of music. It's really, really relaxing. To me, even though it's kind of upbeat, it's still relaxing. But that's how I dealt with it, was through music. Is I would write the lyrics down to songs. I would just listen to music 24 hours a day. Yeah. And I still do. Or in the car. So now that I'm able to drive again, and I had a car audio shop, what I do is if I'm getting really kind of stressed out, I'll go for a car ride and I will just turn it up as loud as I can get it. That's tolerable. And I have a couple of 12s in there, so they're like teeth chattering, but it's like a
well, if you got any more than 12 sitting around, that you want to get rid of, I know some of you just got a car.
I think I have 110. It might be a 12.
I'll take a
picture of it. I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it to you. I still have a bunch of stock that I'm working on getting out on Amazon and eBay. Hi, Gray Pill. Welcome in, darling. I love his shows. Gray Pill, throw your link in the chat. Okay, emotional freedom technique. Ooh, this is a technique a trained therapist can help you tap certain parts of your hands. Oh, have you seen that yet? The tapping thing where you tap your hand and then you'll tap your face and you'll tap your forehead.
Oh, my counselor was talking to me about that a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I got to show you. EFT. I've seen this. I wanted to try this. I do hand wringing. Or I'll take a hot bath now. Let's see if there's a video on it. Let's see if I can find a video. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, I've never thought of that. That's pretty darn cool. Oh, here's a guy. Clearing anxiety. Okay, let me pause it. And then let me remove, share screen, share audio. This is so cool. Let it get loaded for a second. Hopefully it doesn't kick
let
me
me
off.
load it first.
I know, I'm forever getting booted off. I'll let you get loaded.
Yeah.
Okay, volume is on. Okay. Oh, it doesn't show up yet. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, it says it's loading. I probably have the ring of death. There it is.
A licensed therapist, so I'm not licensed to treat anxiety. So that's the disclosure. However, talk
Nope,
about
still
it.
can't hear Yankee. Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
let me.
Great. I hope it will. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being,
It's really quiet still.
even though I feel anxious, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel anxious, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I feel anxious around others. Sometimes I feel anxious all by myself. I'd really rather feel good.
I wonder what the tapping does.
And even though I feel so anxious,
Yeah, me too.
It must have something to do with the sensory
deeply
system.
and completely love, honor, and accept myself.
I'm going to share
And
this link in
anyone
chat.
else who may contribute to my anxiety.
Paste.
All this anxiety.
Yeah, that's the forehead thing I was talking about.
All this anxiety. All these anxious feelings. All this nervousness.
I'll have to put this gentleman's link in my.
All these anxious behaviors.
I'm going to put
All
it in
this
my back chat
anxiousness.
so I can add it to.
I
Makes
choose
you
to clear
focus
it
on the tapping and reel it in.
as much as I can.
Okay, I get it.
I choose to let go of this anxiety.
What's this guy's channel?
I choose to let go of this nervousness.
His name is Tap Brad.
I choose to let go of all this discomfort.
Brad
I
Yates.
feel so uncomfortable at times.
Brad.
I feel so uncomfortable in different situations.
So, Arkansas said it makes you focus on tapping and to reel it in, and it's probably it's probably the sensory system. It's very interesting, huh? I saw this. I can't even remember where I saw it, to be honest. And I was like, oh, I thought it had to do with autism. But maybe when you have autism, maybe you have anxiety too. And that's one of the ways they deal with it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I am not a doctor. I will never claim to be a doctor. So what do you think about that? I did put his name in the chat. I can imagine being stoned and trying to do that.
I was gonna say I'm biting my tongue here, but I can't. That's impossible. But
could you imagine being on ecstasy and like doing that and being like, "Oh, hand, you feel so good."
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, fingers, you. I wonder if it's good for anxiety. I mean, if you think about it, they're always rubbing on stuff.
I don't know. It makes me it like watching him do that was giving me anxiety. I'm not gonna lie.
What was it that ASMR is supposed to help anxiety? No, it's unnerving to me.
Yeah,
I cannot
here you
stand
go.
it. The science behind EFT scientific studies has shown that tapping allows the brain and the body to release stress and negative emotions, as well as calm and regulate the central nervous system.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, the beatings
next
didn't
time I get
work,
ready to go into an anxiety attack, next time I go into an anxiety attack, I'll do my best to remember this conversation and give that a try.
Well, you remember I said it's good that you have a partner because then they can rub you. Remember I was saying that because I do remember having someone rub my back or rub my leg would help re-ground me. I never tried the tapping thing. When I get like that, I'll just be like, I need to go get in the bathtub right now. I don't care if it's 5 a.m. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be like, I need to get to a shower or I need to go get to a bathtub. because I don't know. And I think it's that feeling of feeling surrounded by something touching me all over, kind of like the tapping thing, but it's surrounding my whole body. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. They're going to put me in a little white coat. Okay. Changes in
Hey,
your
I've been in those
energy,
before. They're not that bad.
They're not.
They're
I
not
wouldn't be
that
able to
bad.
I wouldn't be able to twirl my hair. I'd be like, can we at least leave 2 fingers out?
Unless
Changes
your
in your
nose starts itching, and then they're horrible. I'm just saying.
Oh, goodness. That's like getting your hair done and your hairs start itching and you're like, can't scratch it. Changes in your energy, emotions, and thoughts can happen after just 1 round or 3 minutes of tapping. Have you tried this?
Me,
Just
no.
1 hour of tapping decreases the stress hormone cortisol by 43%. Better still, follow-up studies shows benefits of tapping last over time, even up to 2 years later. Wow. Wow. Very interesting. She
Nope,
said no,
she hasn't tried it.
Oh, okay. Self-care strategies. Here we go. Present screen.
Okay, I gotta go right now. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you little brat. I'm just kidding. I still love you. He's like, I am self-caring. Didn't you hear me coughing earlier?
I mean, for real, right? And that was my wife anyway, so I care enough about myself. You know.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I got those narcissistic tendencies, you know.
Whatever.
Yeah, I have to laugh. I had to laugh at that one. Somebody called me a narcissist the other day. I just was like, okay, that's funny.
Hey, you
That's
know what?
fucking funny.
We all, everybody on this planet has some narcissistic behavior. Some.
I don't know.
I do.
I don't think I do.
My dog,
I don't think I do.
My dog does. He thinks he's the most important person on the planet. That's his narcissistic behavior.
No.
I think we all carry some. No, I'm not saying we're all narcissistic. I'm saying we all carry some characteristics of narcissism or narcissistic behavior.
Oh, so we all have like somewhere, all of us have some kind of narcissistic tendency.
Yes. Like,
Okay.
So for instance, there's women that just like to have their toenails done. That's still narcissistic. There's some women that can't go out without their makeup on. That's still a little bit narcissistic.
Okay. I guess I never thought about it like that. Well, see, like my wife says, like just being selfish, you know, and they only care about their feelings, and that's just so not me though. That's like, I don't know, it's weird.
I hate it when I get.
I'm sure if I dug really hard, I could figure out something.
What I was saying was before I so rudely interrupted by this stupid computer.
Oh, I'm a stupid computer now, huh? I'm just kidding.
No, the computer. Was that okay? Oh wait, that sounds really loud. Okay, there we go. No, I said we all carry some of those characteristics. Like there's some women that, like to have their toenails done. Some women that like to have their fingernails done. There's some women that like to have their hair done. It's still narcissistic behavior. It's still part of our ego. It's only when we worry too much about it, or it has to come before other things that are important. Like, say, I would never do this, but say that I thought that me having my hair and nails done before me getting my kid clothes, that would be narcissistic. No.
Okay, I see.
Me having a smoking problem is more important than me getting food for the house. That would be narcissistic. It's just those small characteristics. It's when you put yourself before something that is important. Like I would make sure that my kids had clothes and food and all that stuff before I worried about taking care of myself. I don't go to a salon to get my hair done. I'm Jewish, so I'm a penny pincher anyway, but I would do it myself at home. I still do. I do my, those eyelash extensions that people pay like $300 to get a set done and they stay on.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong fucking business.
Oh, I'm telling you, I should be doing it for a business. I do them myself. So I don't have to pay someone to do it. There's no way I would give someone that kind of money to do that. My nails, I do my own nails. I do my own toes. I do my own hair. I do all of my stuff myself. If I had to pay somebody else to do it, that would come out of the income that I would be putting towards my kids and going out and having fun with my kids. Smoking alone, smoking is an expensive habit. And a carton of cigarettes, depending on where you live in the US, could be more than $100 a carton.
What?
So, yeah. Go look up the cost of a carton of Marlboros in like Maryland or New York or California.
What do you smoke? What do you smoke?
I roll my own.
Oh,
Yeah.
how much does that cost you?
It's $25 like every 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mm-mm.
That's not
I
bad.
get about,
My
I
wife
get
pays
about 3 cartons.
my wife pays $3 a pack. Is what she
Okay,
pays for.
so $3 a pack. That is $30 a carton. I get 3 cartons for the price of her one.
Yeah, we used to roll our own too. But we didn't smoke like the tops and all that shit. We used to just smoke 100% all natural tobacco, and then they quit selling it around here, so we quit smoking. We quit smoking them.
Did you have the machine, the rolling machine, electric little bzzz?
Not the electric one. No, we had the manual one, but I just usually just roll them myself anyway.
Oh, how did you do that?
I'm a
with
hand
the
roller.
filter on? Oh, so they make tubes that already have a filter on it, and you just stick it
Yeah.
on the machine, and yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not
Yeah, I
promoting smoking, people, but I'm just saying if
Neither
you
am I.
do, it's really cheap.
I just take the cigarette. I just take the filters and just put it in the paper that I was getting ready to roll the cigarette with,
Oh
and
my
just roll
gosh,
it in the paper.
I would have tobacco all over the place.
And you get pretty
There's
good at
no
it
way.
after a minute.
I have long fingernails. It never worked for me. I'd have to do it with my toes or something. I'd put my
Now
dog
that's
to work.
something I'd want to see right there. Somebody roll a cigarette with their toes.
Yeah, I'd have to do it
That'd be
with my
fucking
toes.
amazing.
And see, like that, like some women like really long, pretty toenails. I'm like, man, if I can feel my toenails past my skin, oh, they got to come off. There's just weird stuff like that. But those, anyways. So there is like certain like narcissistic behavior, like someone who always worries about their appearance. Like you guys have seen me come on like hair up in a ponytail, no makeup on, no nothing. And it's part of arrogance or ego, whatever. It's just to the extreme amounts. Okay,
Well, you guys see me come up here without makeup on all the time, so I don't go what the big deal is. Sorry.
see, men are so blessed because men are naturally beautiful. You don't see, I mean, there is some that are metrosexual.
Women
that
are
like to have
naturally beautiful too. Women are naturally beautiful too. There's nothing more. There's nothing more beautiful to me anyway than a woman that doesn't wear makeup.
Let's see. She said, okay, wait, let me go back a little bit. Changes in energy. Wait, where do we leave off? Right here. Nope. Shit, it moved. People who have unreasonably high sense of their own importance. They need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them. We know a couple of people like that, Saucy. That is not narcissism. That's insecurity, lady. I think it's part of narcissism. If you look up narcissism, it's like someone who worries about how they look and how they present themselves to the public constantly. That is one of the symptoms. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have like symptoms of narcissism. Like I like to do my hair, but I don't go pay millions of dollars for it.
like people who consistently taking pictures or selfies of themselves and posting it on social media. You know, that's like, you know what I mean?
I hate doing selfies. I mean, like, okay, well, you're a guy. I was gonna say, have you ever had a guy, but you're a guy? So have you ever had someone, I don't know how long you've been married, but they're like, hey, send me a selfie. And I'm like, I don't have any.
18 years. I've been married 18 years.
Yeah. So like, it's just kind of weird to me. Like, who has like a bunch of selfies on their phone? Like, yeah, I have a bunch of pictures of my kids and my dogs and work that I do and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know, kind of weird.
Yeah, saucy as fuck. My wife just said the exact same thing. No, a narcissist thinks they look good and are great.
Right?
They believe they're God's gift to God's gift.
Is that possible?
Well, ask a narcissist. They'll tell you right to your face that they are.
I know that they like to think that they are always owed something. Like you're supposed to bow down to them, and
Entitlement.
entitlement, and they do no wrong. I know those
Yeah.
ones, only from dealing with it. Or dealing with someone that you're having a conversation, you have your perspective or your facts on it, and they think that their facts override your facts, like you're a lesser person. They think of you as a lesser being than themselves.
Yes.
I like to think of all
Everybody's
humans.
less than them.
Yes, I like to think of all humans as equal, even in business, as an equal, as a partner, because then you can be more loving and kind and open up. I'm sure you've heard me say this one before. If we could all just give each other love and respect and share, like for instance, Gray Pill was in here and I was like, hey, Gray Pill, drop your link. I'm not worried about someone leaving my channel and going over to his channel or whatever. I promote that because I would rather spread the love and say, hey, this person has really good content. Go check them out.
Yeah.
Instead of being like that selfish hoarder type fanatic.
Yeah. Let's keep it real here. You know what I mean?
And I mean, but we also have to look at it as it is a job. It is income. It is, even if when we started out, we didn't look at it as this is going to be a job. It does become a job. And we do have to look at it in a business sense and carry yourself in a business sense. That's why the hate channels or the chaos channels never made sense to me, but there is a business in it because people do watch it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Okay. Self-care strategies. Recovery takes time, but having more tools in your toolkit certainly helps the process along. Here are some lifestyle adjustments you can make to support your treatment. Educate yourself about PTSD. Find support groups of people with PTSD, like the one right here or over at Get to Know's channel. Who else? Who else has a channel like this? Do you know of anyone else? Or is it just us?
Advocating awareness and justice
Advocating
is a good
awareness and
one.
justice. Check
Yep.
out
That's
their
CJ
channel.
Maxx channel. Yep.
Eat nutrient dense unprocessed food. Let me repeat that. Eat nutrient dense unprocessed foods. Try to not buy foods out of a box or out of a can or already made, unless it's like freshly cooked, because the preservatives that are in there are not healthy for you.
Yeah.
Get at least 8 hours of sleep at night in between your anxiety attacks. Count them individually. Because for those of us that are in the real world, we don't normally get a solid 8 hours of sleep.
I honestly don't remember the last time I got 8 hours of sleep.
Yep, me either. I'm normally waking up every 2 to 3 hours, and I'm sure people are like, doesn't she ever sleep? Because like I'll get on and then I'll watch YouTube until I fall asleep, or I'll just put it on. So a lot of times, like if you'll see me in the mornings when you do your channel in the mornings, I'll be like, hey, everybody. And then I'll lay there and I'll listen to it, and then I'll just drift off. I'll drift off to sleep. Because it's calming. I'm listening to someone that I know is calming. Yeah. Talk about your triggers with loved ones. Yeah, don't be shy about it. Get it out. Because if you get it out, you're getting rid of that negative energy. Even though some people are saying like your energy vampire, you're dumping on them, it's still helping you. But make sure that they understand that you're like, I need to vent, or I need to what is the word I used before? Purge. I call it purging. I need to purge for a little bit. Is that okay? You know, I need to just like bleh, like diarrhea of the mouth. Get it out.
Yep.
Spend time out in nature or green spaces. This is something that I need to do more often, but typically I'm a beach person, so I would go to the beach multiple times a week just to like soak in some of the vitamin D, hear the ocean, smell it, and just kind of like be in my Zen mode. It's my happy place. But I think like a nice walk in a forest would be nice. Just be careful of little wild animals. Get physical exercise like walking or swimming. Don't overdo it. Make sure you get, your physician's approval that it's okay. Create a consistent meditation or yoga practice. I've always wanted to try yoga. I've always wanted to try yoga.
Yeah, I look at like the downward facing dog and the upright facing virgin or whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm like, there's no fucking way I can get my body to contort like that.
Do I have to Google this because do I have to Google this because I've never heard of it?
Never heard of what?
What the hell's the downward facing dog and an upward facing virgin?
Virgin. I said virgin.
I know what you said.
Well, I don't know. I know downward facing dog is definitely a yoga pose.
What is it?
It's a yoga pose.
Do I have to Google it? Oh, my camera.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Google it. You'll see I'm not lying.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google it. I've always wanted to try it.
It's a very curious position. I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of like not downward facing dog. Probably not the best one to call it, but best name to name it. But that's what they named it.
Is it like the doggy position? Like
kind of like you got your back arched and your ass up and your knee. I don't. It's just yoga is just weird to me. Yoga is just fucking weird to me. You got your like arms like laid down in front of you, like kind of like a stretching dog. It's kind of what that's what it looks. That's what it's supposed to be. Like you put yourself in like a position like a stretching dog when they put their legs out in front of them and stretch.
Upward. Well, that one, she's only laying on her belly with her hands kind of like. I'm scared to hit images. I'm mortified right now.
What did you type in there?
What is that? It says upward facing angel, and she has a hold of each toe. Spread eagle. How is she balancing on her butt like that?
I didn't even know that was a yoga move. I honestly didn't even know that was a yoga move. To be honest with you, I really didn't. I just made that up off the top of my head. I honestly did. Now I know downward facing dog is a yoga move or a yoga stance or whatever the fuck they call it. But the virgin one, I had no idea that was really a move, a stance, whatever the fuck they call it.
I'm gonna show you. Hey, Dada. What? Okay. Let me zoom in this picture. Oh my god.
How is that even possible?
Oh my god. How is she sitting like this? What the F is that? That's
fucking good stuff right there.
Oh my god.
That's pure clean American fun right there. Trust me, she ain't no virgin. She's lying. That's faulty advertisement.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I shouldn't be laughing. It's not very appropriate right now. But how did she get like that? Do you know how much that would hurt my tailbone? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even my dog's laughing. Oh my god. How did she get in that position? How did she hold
I don't
herself?
even want to.
She had to have dug a hole in the sand to sit like that. The downward dog is the most common. I don't know about the virgin thing. Well, it's called the upward facing angel. Arkansas.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hit play. Upward facing.
No. It's the upward facing wide angel.
Oh, wide angle.
Angle.
I thought it said angel. Inky, you have been in that position many times lately. No, the hell I haven't. I can't say I ever have. Throw out a hip. I'm old. I'd throw out a hip trying to do some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, old people don't need to be doing yoga. That's for the young ones.
Any guy watching the channel that thought I was cute is going to be like, yeah, check mark. She's out. Oh my god. What in the tar nation? That is funny. And I'm like, angel. No, it's angle.
Yeah.
What's the narrow angle? Oh, maybe it's with your legs closed and you're holding your toes. Oh my god.
That seems like it'd be harder to do.
Oh my god. That looks excruciating, painful on my tailbone. She goes, a Charlie horse from hell. Yeah, no doubt. Wow.
A full body Charlie horse.
Oh my goodness. Okay, where were we at besides laughing? Okay, walking, swimming. Okay, we have create a consistent meditation. I forgot to share screen. A consistent meditation or yoga practice. Remember, you don't have to do all this at once. That would probably be something Inky would try to do, is do it all at once and get it over with. It doesn't work that way. I'm an instant gratification person and it sucks. Try making little changes at a time. Take it one day at a time. Every little bit helps. So be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Complications is throwing a hamstring, not being virgin anymore. Sitting in that position. Oh, my brain. I'm done. Okay. Prolonged stress can also decrease immune system function, which can lead to someone with PTSD to experience more frequent infections like the cold or the flu. So guys, please be kind to yourself. Where did Get to Know go? He must be on mute. He might be smoking.
Oh no, I'm right here. I'm
Yeah,
right here. I'm having a conversation. Just having a conversation with my son.
Oh, with your son? Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
me on. Hopefully, I'm not on speaker, and he had to hear all that.
Oh no, he just walked in the room.
Oh goodness, I was like, wait, hold on. I don't know if you heard me, but it's like, oh, complications. And I went back to the whole yoga thing, complications. And I said, I can't remember what I said. Now I'll have to go back and rewind the damn video. Strained relationships, if you can't do the pose. Work difficulties, because you're going to be really sore the next day. Increased of heart palpitations, because you're heavy breathing and panting. Increased risk of chronic disease. Careful, people. Make sure you use protection. Chronic pain. That would hurt a lot. Think of your tailbone.
Yeah.
I was ad-libbing to the story. But on a serious note, yeah. Please be kind to yourself. It's one day at a time, one step at a time.
Yep. I'm trying.
But those gives us some ideas on how to cope, and starting with, remembering that you're a very important person. Get to Know and Sugar Glider. You guys are very important to me. And right along with Arkansas and Chad and Gray Pill, who popped in, anyone else who's watching. There's 3 of us in here at the moment. But people do come back and watch the stream later. So everyone is important, and, give love and respect. And if someone has been through that kind of stress, just kind of give them a little break, especially because when we tend to get stressed out, we tend to lash out. It's not intentional. It's just that when we get overwhelmed with thoughts and stuff, we take it out on the people that are closest to us. And it's not always intentional,
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Arkansas. What did she say? Meditation is a necessity, and one thing I hate is silence and being still. I can't shut my thoughts down, so I can't meditate. I've never tried meditation. I've always wanted to try it. That and yoga. Yeah, and
it works. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in meditation.
But isn't it sitting for a long time, like in one spot?
Well, kind of, yeah. But it's just about being relaxed and finding your center and clearing your mind and like I have this meditation book, and actually this is like, I think it would be perfect for Arkansas. I really do. It's maybe at the end of this, if Arkansas is still around and if you're okay with it, maybe I'll do kind of a little guided meditation with this book I got, and I think you guys would be down for it.
Okay.
It's not your atypical meditation. It's definitely out of the norm. It's definitely not made for children. And my counselor bought it for me when she was on vacation, which was kind of weird and whatever. But She gave it to me as a gift before she left being a counselor, and yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
So I always think of meditation as where you're sitting like Indian style and you're like, oh, you know, and I'm like, I can't. I'm like Arkansas, man. Once I sit still for so long, like I'm like twitching and moving, and I can't just
See,
zone.
that's right.
Zoning
That's
or
the whole.
zoning out. I don't know.
That's the whole thing because that's the whole thing about meditation is it clear you don't think of anything besides what is being said or what's being heard, like.
Yeah, but I have ADHD. I don't know how to do that. I have shit going on in my head, like all at once.
And it's all about your breathing technique. It's all about your breathing technique. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this meditation. Arkansas, you better be around here too. I'm going to do this fucking meditation, and you guys are going to be like, "Oh my god!" And I want you guys to seriously, when we do it, I want you to seriously, envision what I'm saying, and like. Literally close your eyes, get yourself in a relaxing position, focus on your breathing in the good, exhaling the bad, and concentrate on the words that are being said. And I think it'll work. You guys will be like, holy shit.
Oh, I'll have to try it.
It's very refreshing. I love it.
I hate typing. Okay, do you want me, are we doing this on your channel? Let me go get his link.
We can do it. We can do it on your channel. I don't care where we do it.
Okay, well, let me get her your channel link anyway.
Okay. And then, actually, I hate to do this real quick, but I forgot. I was supposed to go get my son something to eat, and he just came out here to remind me. So I gotta run to Jack in the Crack real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay, I'll be back here shortly.
Okay, sweetheart. Mwah. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Arkansas, see what link? It says, where is your link? I hate typing. What link, Arkansas? And then you said, I have his link. What link? Which link? This link? I'm so lost. I'm not sure which link you mean. Oh, StreamYard link. There's StreamYard link. I love you, Arkansas. Oh, my neck, my back, my booty, and my butt crack. I know that wasn't very appropriate either. It's hard for me to stay serious. I think I use a lot of comedy to help just deal. Welcome in, Toe Jam.
I forgot that I put that on there the other day.
Oh my goodness.
I was meddling him. Let me fix it. Jesus. Put it to work. Anyway.
How the heck have you been?
I'm not just crazy. I've been with my grandbaby all day long, the entire day long, and she's like just learning how to move around. And God, I can't even turn my back. She'll be off the bed doing roly-poly backflips and forward whatever.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways.
So she must be getting big then. She's got to be like, what, 8 months old?
7 or 8 months.
See, I remember you were like, I have a 3-month-old or a 2-month-old here. I remember this over on, I think it was Jim's channel.
And I was keeping her all day while her mom worked, and then she got off and had to go do her nails for like 3 hours or some crap, get her nails done. She's going to New Orleans this weekend, so she's just, but anyways, just doing all the most. So I had her all the way till 10 o'clock. I'm like, geez, and I can't like step away for Tuesday. I can't even look away. Can't do anything because I don't have nothing to contain her. Like, so
you better get a leash on that baby. No,
man, I'm talking about you can't even turn your back. She's up crunk. Anyway, and all them things on my wall, that I have all over my wall, she just she stays fascinated, want to tear that off, but she can't get the main pictures of. But all the magazine pages, she rips them off and have to grab them and throw them away before she eats it or whatever. She loves all the pictures on the wall. She just wants to stay up there, just take them off. Anyway, I get tired of typing like 3,000 100 billion comments in chat when I was trying to say something long or something. So
Oh,
all I was trying to say was, I don't know if you have get a VR headset or whatever, virtual reality, you know what I mean?
I have one.
I figured you did. If you go to this app, there's an app called now I can't even think of what's it called. Is it called I want to say it's called Mind. It's not. What is it called? Anyway, it is the most amazing. It's like for meditate. I mean, it's like for meditate, but it's like the visual. Like when you put that, it is the most amazing thing that I would just want to show everybody. It's so wild. It's like, and it helps you meditate.
Guided meditation.
But it's called something like it's like a word like mind or something, but I know it's not mind. What is it called?
So there's VR relaxation and meditation getaway.
No,
There
that's not it.
is home.
I keep trying to say mind. I know it's not mind. What is it that I'm thinking of? It's like a 4-letter word though. I can't think of what it would be. What is the word I'm thinking of? Let me see if I can figure it out. It's one of the apps on there. Oh, is it called? What is it called? Shit. I'm sorry. Let me think. What is
Trip?
it called? It might be that.
Is it
That's-
Trip?
It may be that. That's a 4-letter word. I know it's a trip. If you get on there, it's a trip. I just want somebody to try it. It's so amazing. Girl, you just don't understand how that will help you meditate. That will take you into a...
It says TRIPP
That's it.
VR
Pretty sure that's it.
meditation app has revolutionized meditation.
Oh my God. Just look at that one time with VR and you will be so... It's like a like a Pink Floyd The Wall trip, but so much more amazing. It's like beyond anything I can explain.
Okay.
The graphics and the visuals in there, it's like amazing. It's just wild. I would recommend like trying that out. Not like it's like a certain ones. It's called. Let me just get on here. Why can't I pull up notes? I never can tell anything right.
I'll
Jesus
check
Christ.
it out because I do have a VR.
Like I really want you to do that just for me one time, just today. I'm just playing.
Today.
Just playing. No, you can just do a demo. It only takes 2 seconds. I'm playing. No, I'm just joking.
Let's see. Let's see if they have any videos on it. VR.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not gonna be the same if you look at it without the VR though. And I don't want you to get a.
You
It's
might not be able
called.
to see it because it's in the VR.
It's in the VR. You can only see it on the VR. You mean?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would get it out of the VR.
Well, there's a demo. It says you can continue with the demo right here. I'm
Hold
looking
on,
at
let
it
me
right now. Try it
me
before you join. But it's not going to be, oh God, it's going to be nothing without the real, with the headset on though. It's amazing. This ain't doing no justice because man, it's got some amazing, this ain't even doing, the demonstration is like, not even touching it's pretty cool though. Yeah, you can look at the demo maybe. Anyway,
Okay,
let me shut up.
Let me let it load for a minute, and then as soon as it pops up down here, then I know that it's ready to put up there.
So it's the mindfulness one, like for daily mindfulness or something like that. Focus and calm, blah, blah, blah is what it is. Because they have different stuff where you can go like to a VR place or something on there maybe. But it's not that. Do the mindfulness practice. It's to help you, for mindfulness. That's what it's for. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's so amazing though. The graph is beyond anything I can even explain. I'm amazed by it. It's a wild, you hear me? And there's so many levels of it.
Hold on, I'm frozen. Let me
Sorry.
refresh the screen. No. Okay. You're not alone. You're not alone. Okay.
Kick yourself out. Anyway, I'm looking at it not on the VR and it's nothing even close to anything compared. It sucks. But anyway, yeah, but it's like a guided meditation. It tells you to inhale and exhale and it shows, You can
Does
tell
it
you're
look
doing
like
it on
that?
the anyway.
Does it look like
That's
that?
it, but it's just not. Yeah, I mean that's it, but it's not. Doesn't look anything like what it looks like on a VR. It's so badass. I just can't. I just want. I keep trying to, but I just really like want everybody to see it because I'm so impressed with it that I want to show everybody.
So you have a VR.
But I try to look at the. Yeah.
Wow. More games for me to play with Arkansas.
And the only thing I've
Oh,
ever done
goodness.
on it was that because I don't know anything about games and stuff. But I did try it was like a racing game, a driving game, racing game, something. It was just I was on a road, but it was like I was up on the on a road that you could fall off of, Anyway, I was trying to drive that thing on my first time and going fast. I got so sick to my stomach. It made me so ill. I had to stop because it was so scary. It was so I couldn't handle it. I couldn't play it. I was so ill.
Oh my god.
Because it was like I was really wrecking, and I mean, it was like too real for me. It made me nauseous as hell because I was like, I don't know why. It just terrified the shit out of me.
So the first time did I tell you guys about this? The first time I ever came across VR, it was because of my son. And my son's like, Mom, you got to check this out, blah, 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 blah. And he knows, it's their fault that mommy even plays games. And so he puts this thing on my head. Hold on. He puts this contraption on my head. And the first one that he had me do, he had me sit in a chair. That was the first one.
Oh, yeah. If I'm not sitting down, it's danger. You're in danger because...
No, the first one he had me do, sorry, my bad, was it was something that he had loaded on his computer because it was actually attached to his computer.
Yeah.
But I was originally standing like what looked like a piece of glass, and the glass broke, and so it felt like you were falling. And then there was like this giant King Kong walking around, climbing up stuff, and then you're like zipping around, and he had to hold on to me so I didn't fall down. And then the second one, the little a-hole, the second one was like it was like a scary game, and he had me sitting in a chair. And there was this girl that would like pop up in like weird places. And so you would like turn your head and you would look, and she is crawling across the ceilings and everything else. And I was like, ooh, bleh.
That stuff is too real, girl. Sometimes. I mean, we didn't have enough stuff. Like I didn't purchase a bunch of stuff or anything that I was just trying different stuff out that you could try for free or something on there.
Oh my gosh, it was creepy.
But I mean, you can because I have both controllers for the hands and all that. So you can grab popcorn and like pick it up out of a popcorn bucket while you're sitting it's just so real.
Have you done the roller coaster one?
No, they didn't have that one on there. It wasn't even on the option. Like that's what I really would have thought to try because I won't get on a real roller coaster for love of Jesus, not me.
Even on the VR, the roller coaster is like, because it moves so fast, like you have a tendency for your body.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I was when I tell you I was sick just driving that car, like that trying to race.
You might have
like a race car. It was like I was so sick to my stomach I had to stop. I mean, it made me ill.
You might have vertigo. So when
I probably do. I mean, after that,
when I had my tooth infection, I had a little bit of vertigo, and I noticed I couldn't play the VR at all. It would make me deathly sick. Like I would get a really funky headache, and I'd start throwing up. It was really weird.
Do it. I could do like all that calming stuff and all that, but as far as that, like I was, about to run off the road and like literally, you know what I mean? It was just too real. Maybe, I don't know, but it made me so sick to my stomach. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it did quickly make me ill. I would not do it again for probably, I don't know. And it was just me trying to go fast around some kind of track that was like a road, but it was up, you were looking
on
down
the embankment.
Like, I was in the city. Yeah, there was embankment. Yeah, like I could have whatever. And I was just failing. I was like, oh, hell no. This had me upset to my stomach. It was bad. I don't know.
Man, what is my, I'll have to give it to you because I have VR too. And I could go in there and play games with you.
Yeah, I just want you, please do that sometime. I mean, if it only takes 2 seconds to look at it, I want you to look at that shit because it's amazeballs. But that's for real for meditation guiding. It'll guide the meditation for you. That'd be the only way I can get into a meditation because I can close everything out. I can't see around me or hear around. So
Have
that's
you
why
tried?
I could like fall into a meditation. That'd be the only way because everything else is like my reality's gone. You know what I mean? My eyes
Have
are
you
covered and all that good shit. Yeah.
have you tried? So I haven't done the meditation thing, but I have done like the 3D 360 videos. Um, like YouTube, if you watch YouTube through your VR, they have like 360 videos. Like, so for
Oh yeah.
instance,
Well, they have one thing where you can do movie previews. Like there's a ton of movie previews, and gosh, I saw some amazing, like movies that we all probably know of already, but they were so badass. I mean, I was jumping like they were reaching out to get me in some of those movies. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so badass. Like to watch the previews because I was just watching the free stuff, like I said. But like literal movies that you may know if they were in 3D though, they were amazing.
mhm,
Like one of them was
it,
so
it
scary. It was like they were
it's
coming. Everything was coming
crazy.
for me. You know what I mean? In that movie, I was like, this is intense. It was intense as hell.
That it is. It feels very, very, very weird. Okay, let's see. I don't know how to find. Oh, it's okay. I'll put it in back chat. Hold on. Oh, that's it. It's my name in MetaQuest.
I'm like, what is my name? Do I have a name in there? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure I do, but I don't know what it would be. I'm pretty sure it'd probably be the same thing I use for everything, but
it's probably connected to your Facebook. So
yeah, it's
yeah.
probably.
But anyways, yeah, it's crazy. When the first time I ever tried it, oh my gosh, I was like, I can't. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of like this. It's like they have like the exercise ones, like you can get like aerobic workouts and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
my brother does boxing. Like he gets really worked up, like workout
My
doing
kids like that
boxing.
one. My
But
kids like the boxing one.
I've not done any kind of physical anything. I've really not done much on there because I was just trying whatever you could just check out, on the free, like on their what it came with. I guess you could
Hmm.
say
They
that's the
come
only
with
thing.
games now. You must have the white one.
No, it really doesn't. Yeah, I do have the white one, but I mean, it doesn't come with games like per se. But I mean, it has like you can be in different rooms, you can be in different settings, or you can watch YouTube and Instagram on it. I mean, or you can movie previews or this was like you could try this app, and I ended up paying for it, because it was Amazeballs. But anyway, and then I mean, it might come with a few games maybe, but none that I was interested in because I don't know, I don't even really game anymore, but.
Did Gray Pill, if you're still in here, did you go? Are you going live? Did you go live?
I haven't even seen Grey Peel in here since 1987.
Oh no, he was just in here a little bit ago because he was supposed to go live.
Probably
What's today's date? Isn't it the
10th. It is now.
Oh, it's tomorrow. I thought it was today.
Yeah, everything that I was seeing a while ago was like for tomorrow night because it's already
Man,
the 10th.
I'm so behind.
You
Okay,
stay
so
up this time of night. You always look like this. That's why nobody's ever watching until later.
it was actually kind of busy in here last night when I went live.
I didn't mean to say nobody's ever watching. I'm just saying like we had 3 or 4
I
people. I'm saying but I see your videos get a lot of views. It's just they have to watch them later because you do it
they
like
don't
3 in the
they,
morning.
they don't get a lot of views, but
Well, I noticed some they got good views after the fact when we weren't on. I mean, we didn't have them while we were live, but then later I seen it had a lot of views or something.
So since school is starting, I'm going to be able to do my streaming during the day. And so instead of me having High Live with Nick, so instead of me having my streams at 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, I will be having them back to the way they were before the summer, where I'm having them between noon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And that also gives an opportunity for those people that do typically stream later.
Well, most
during
people
the week.
are at work during that time if they got jobs and stuff though.
Well,
Also, I don't know. I'm just like there's no.
well, 3 for me, for you, it's like 5 or 6 p.m.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forget about that.
So, how are you doing,
I need to get
Nick?
to work, so maybe one day I won't be available either. But anyway, I'm just joking. I mean, nighttime is good for me. Obviously, I'm always up. Always, my whole life, I'm up late at night. Even when I have to work, I'm stupid. Like I'll get 2 hours of sleep. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how you do it. And then go to work after that.
Yeah, I always go to sleep like at 4 and get up at 7, like always, day after day after day.
I don't
I don't know.
how
I
to
don't
do
mean
that.
to, but I just like nighttime is my time when everything else shuts down, and just for me to get in, engulfed in stupid shit, whatever on the phone or the computer or whatever.
Wow.
I mean, it's not good for me, and I don't drink water, so that's not good for me. I don't get still and quiet, meditate. That's not good for me. There's a lot of things. Those 3 things right there would make me like 12,000% better than I am today if I just did those simple things: sleep, drink water, and fucking be quiet. I'm just playing.
I need to drink more water. I drink Monster and coffee.
I don't drink water except for in Kool-Aid and tea. I mean,
Mhm.
that's it.
Well, I have been trying to put some honey in there
That
to
shit.
help with the raspiness. And I've tried lemon before, like adding lemon to my water. I just don't
No,
like the
it
taste
doesn't
of
do
water.
it for me. I don't either. If I go out and mow the yard, or it's really hot, or I get like overworked up a little bit, then I'll kill some water down. That's the only time I'll drink it. Like when I'm just so freaking thirsty, you know
When
what I
you're
mean?
so dehydrated that you
Yeah.
have no choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only time, and it has to be cold right there. You know what I mean? The water just is not taste good to me. Even if all those stuff you can add to it is like artificial sweetener type of shit, and I hate the aftertaste of that. I can't stand the
It always
aftertaste.
tastes metallic-y to me, even if it's bottled water.
Yeah,
It
we probably
still tastes like minerally, like
to me too. I don't know what you want to call it, but it don't. It's just
Yeah.
don't taste good. That's why I'm gonna die. 'Cause
I'm like, and they said that we're supposed to be drinking like
a lot.
8 ounce glasses a day, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I would be so waterlogged.
I
I'd
can't
be
even
like,
drink.
"Mm."
I can't drink like that. I sip drinks like all day. Over a period of time. I can't gulp drinks down like in a
It
and
takes
you know
me-
it would take
takes
me a
me
while
an-
to drink that much water.
It takes me an entire day to drink
Yeah,
one of
that's
these.
kind of how I am. I just have something. I have a drink sitting there all day. That I drink out of. But
Nick, you're welcome to come up and tell yourself.
Nick is a liar, and the truth ain't within him. So
Ooh, I feel like it's gonna be getting heated up in here.
he knows he's supposed to be in the bushes. I'm just playing.
Is that bush looker or whatever?
Bush lurker? No. Or looker? I don't know what it's.
There was someone in the chat that their name was like
I know. Yeah, they're still
creeper,
around.
bush looker.
Bush lurker, I think it is,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
Or bush watcher, maybe is what it is. I don't know. Something.
I think it
One
is
or the
bush,
other.
Bush watch.
All the above.
Behind the bush. No, bush watcher.
No, you had it right the
Looker.
first time. I
Bush
think
looker.
bush lurker or some shit.
Looker behind the bushes. I don't know.
Liquor of the
Something.
bushes. Bush liquor. No, I'm just playing. Shut up now.
Come on up, Nick. Come up to the Price is Right.
Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna
I know.
sell that.
Were you in here when I showed him that game called High on Life?
No.
Arkansas, I have to get this game.
What's it do?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to play a video. I have got to get this game. Okay, so I met a friend. His name is Big Bird Gaming. I met him playing COD.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
And he has a Kick channel. And so I was over there watching it while I was like, drifting off into my little slumber. And I'm like, what are you playing? And he's like, it's called High on Life. And I was like, oh my God, I got to show you. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, Arky. I pretty much anybody that watches Jim's show or Salty's show would freaking love this. Not because of the game, because it's a video game. They would like it because of the way it talks.
Trash talking. No, I'm just playing.
I'm telling you, wait till you see it. It's adult rated. Hopefully it doesn't kick me off again.
Nick said it to my face. I'm just playing.
Selling humans as drugs. You're the only one that can stop them. You realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
You're just gonna leave me here in what, space?
Everybody lives in space, including you. All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
Hey, why?
Wait. Oh, wait. Okay. So this gun has eyeballs and it talks to you the whole time you're using it.
Yeah, they
And-
look like fishies.
And it gets kind of gassy sometimes. So it needs some Pepto-Bismol.
Oh my god. Jeez.
It's freaking this is hilarious.
Gatlians, just like me.
Hey, why you squeezing me so tight? How about a little dinner first and some bubble bath maybe first? Look at us, blasting away.
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
He goes, maybe you
Hilarious.
could have put me in a bubble bath first.
Right. Have you been playing it? Have you played it?
What?
Why have you played it?
No.
Why
No,
not?
I haven't played it. I've only listened to it. It's $60 and I would have to
Oh.
get the game.
That'd
but
be a
it-
good reason why. Okay.
But it's freaking hilarious. Oh my god, the things this thing says.
No, dog is harassing me now. What do you want
Dude.
from me? I'm not taking you outside in the damn scooters.
Oh, the little baby dog. Anyways, did you get to hear it?
No,
Did I
I'm watching
freeze?
it on my own screen though, because it's not doing anything. But
Oh,
yeah, I
it's
heard it
frozen.
for a second. No, I heard a little bit of it.
Oh
But
my
I'm
gosh.
watching it on the over here on a different screen anyway.
It's
This dog
funny.
is trying to make me do something. I guess he wants to go out. I don't know. I'm not loving it.
He's
I'm
like,
pissed about it.
"Take me out
I don't want to
for a
go
walk,
outside in the
Mommy."
darkness. It's dark
want-
and skeetery.
Skeetery. Do you have chiggers too? I came across chiggers once, man. Them
I don't
things are
know.
evil.
Probably. I don't know. I have whatever I have. I just go outside and I come back in with big webs because they just come for me always. Everything does.
Those are skeeters.
I'm highly
Chiggers take
attracted
a
to
minute.
bugs. I mean, bugs are. Yeah, I know
So
what
those
chiggers
little-
are, but I don't roll around the
Oh.
grass too much.
Oh no, I took a weed whacker to some Johnson grass, and I
Yeah, I don't
didn't
have
know
any weed
anything
whackers.
about no chiggers or whatever those little fleas that swell up, ticks. And I
The
took a
little
weed
fleas
whacker.
that swell up.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
so
How do you not know about a fucking tick? What the?
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
live anywhere they ever had ticks before. And so, anyways, I take the weed whacker out there. I had to cut down the Johnson grass so I could even mow it. Next thing you know, like 6 hours later, I'm like, man, why am I itching? And I sprayed off on me. I just didn't spray off on me naked before I put my clothes on. So everywhere there was no off, there was chigger bites, and there was hundreds of them. So I had chigger bites from here to my groin, and I
Oh,
had to
it's
go to the
terrible.
hospital. And you know what the doctor said? He goes, "What were you doing?
Right. Was
Like,
you rolling
what
around in the
were you
grass? What was
doing?
doing?
What were you doing to get chigger bites in those places?"
Right. Exactly.
I was like, "I was weed whacking." Right. Anyways, he had to give me a steroid shot. Yeah, and a lot of
Yeah,
of this cream shit to put on because the bleach baths don't work.
annoying.
Bleach baths don't work. Just saying, putting it out there doesn't work.
Calamine lotion.
That didn't work either.
Calamine lotion.
I was all pink. Didn't work.
Calamine lotion. I know nothing
I
works for me. I just be itchy.
I scratched all my flesh.
No, what
off.
we have now this year is like these little bitty tiny mini ant piles that like get on your ankles and just get on your socks if you was or pants or something, and just they're so tiny they just bite you and it just and swells for fucking weeks. I mean, webs like little bitty ant hills
Do
out
they-
there
are
that
those-
if you
are-
walk across it,
Are they the ants that when they bite you, it leaves
They're
like,
like
a little
mini-
clear blister? It's like a blister.
man, it
and then
leaves
the-
a lot of something. My ankles got fucked up one day on accident, and it was like for a week it kept, and it's like a week later it seems like it re-flared up like all over again. It was just bad.
That sounds
They're
more like
terrible.
cigarettes, though.
So now every time I go out to take him out, I have to watch. No, it's little bitty ant. Little. They were all on my. I had to fling my socks off and like shake my, roll my pants up because they just. I walked
Are they
across
really,
it and they
really,
just
really tiny?
really, really tiny.
Those are
little bastards.
chiggers.
Anyway, no,
Those
this
are
is
damn chi-
ants. They're It's ants. I'm telling you, I know what the ants. They were on me. I saw them. They were ants.
Oh.
Chiggers, you don't see chiggers. You'll never see a chigger. It's not like something you'll see.
Yeah, they're little
can't see
red
them.
specks. They are little.
Yeah, but
Tiny red
yeah, exactly. That's what the bites look like, basically. No, I'm
And, no, and the bites, and actually, if you know anything about them, because I had no idea what they were. Okay, so they're like a little scorpion, and they spit this little venom on your skin, and what it does is it makes the skin dissolve so they can drink it, and then it leaves whatever that venom is
Oh,
what
wow.
it is.
That's very
It
high
is
tech.
it's freaking
Damn.
it's freaking nasty. And what they told me was, oh, they live in your skin. No, they don't. They don't live in your skin. I Googled it. I talked to the doctor about it, and it's just the venom that they spit on your skin to dissolve it so they can drink it.
That's
It
crazy. I've never heard it
causes an
explained like
allergic
that. That's
reaction.
insane.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just gross though.
my dog is fixing to make me go out there and experience this right now. Matter of fact, he won't stop. So I have to
Well,
go take him out, I guess.
okay, well,
G2K,
chop, chop.
hey, you didn't say nothing. Bye bye. I'll be right back one day.
Get to know.
Sorry. Hello. I just realized my microphone was muted again.
I do it all the time. Except for I'll mute it up here, so and I don't see it. Where I'll be like, why isn't it? Is my mic? You'll hear me say it all the time. Is my mic muted? Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about our bug and experiences. I was showing her that game, High on Life. Oh my gosh, I want to get that game. I'm like, I know plenty of people that would freaking love just listening to the commentary from it.
Yeah. I don't have any idea what that game is.
It's like adult content, but it's like leaves into windows. Okay,
Oh,
so
innuendos.
so for instance, like the gun is like this little worm looking thing, and it has little eyeballs, and it's looking at you. And then when you go and you go to when you go, he'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
the little gun will talk back to you, and he's like, hey, that's a little uncomfortable. Or, like for instance, it said, you could have put me in the bubble bath first and turned me on to the idea, that kind of adult humor.
Oh.
It's really funny. It's funny.
Yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny. What's it called? High on Life?
High on Life. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I was trying to play it, but here, let me see if it'll work. It's just every time I try to share something, I just end up getting kicked off, and it's just like, ugh. Let's see if it works. I'll have to wait for it to load in the bottom box. I should have tried the new stream service. WeStream or Ustream or whatever it's called. Here, I'll rewind this a little bit. Hopefully it'll pop up here in a second. I'm probably frozen. Yep, I'm frozen. FML. Oh, there it goes. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Selling humans as drugs. You're the only one that can stop them. You realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
You're just gonna leave me here in what, space?
Everybody lives in space, including you. All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
Hey, why are you squeezing me so tight? How about a little dinner first and some bubble bath maybe first? Look at us, blasting away. Oh yeah, that's one of my children. They die fast. Don't worry, it's easy to make more. Hey there, I'm Knifey. Stab, stab. Yes, more. I need more stabbing.
Everyone,
He had like a big bazooka worm.
It's the Care Bears. Jabba the Hutt. I'm just playing.
Anyways, I thought it was funny.
You know, it's
Some of the
crazy when I come in and your screen is playing and my screen that I was playing on the other screen is playing at the exact same time, the same video at the exact same time. It was kind of weird
Really?
at first. Like, I was like, are you tapped into my computer? What's happening here? And I was like, that was wild.
that's
They were on the same at the same time. That was really crazy. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways,
That's the funny game.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
And he was just it's just the commentary I think is funny. And I think for all those
Amaze
people
Balls.
that are Huh?
It's Amaze Balls. I would play it right now if I didn't have to pay for it.
I know. Same thing. I would have already downloaded it by now. I don't even know if I can play
They
it
ain't
on
got a
PC.
free
I
trial.
might have to-
I'm just playing.
I know, right? I don't even know if you can play it on PC. It's an Xbox game. I don't know. I don't know if it's for all platforms or
My
just
PC has
Xbox.
Xbox game stuff all over it. Like I
Oh,
try to
really?
delete it all the time because I don't use it, but it won't go away. It stays there.
Huh.
It came with, I guess, somehow. Like Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Xbox stuff.
So are we gonna do this meditation thing, get to know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Whenever you're ready.
Ready?
Do I have to get like comfortable or anything?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have to
Okay.
sit Indian style? Like
Nope. You can sit in any position you want. You can you can lay down on the floor, on your bed. You can any way that you feel comfortable in a position. That's
okay.
what you want to be in. Okay.
Well, I can't get too far away because I'm attached to the mic, but
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to this guided meditation on breathing. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and belly as you inhale and exhale. Now bring your attention to the present moment. Let go of any thoughts or worries that may be on your mind. Just focus on your breath. And if your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sensation of breathing. As you continue to breathe deeply and slowly, imagine that with each inhale, you are bringing in fresh feelings and fresh air into your lungs and positive energy into your body. And with each exhale, you are releasing any tension or stress, things that have pissed you off, and anything negative that you may be holding on to. Exhale it with every breath. Take a few more breaths, focusing on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. Now, this meditation is a physical act of mindfulness. By hearing these words and going on this journey, you will make your way to a more peaceful you. Now, picture a thing that makes you want to choke a motherfucker. Now, focus on your breathing. Oh, it gets better.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Right? Now you should have
I
heard.
was thinking of the beach. I was like off in the beach, and then you said that and just messed me all up. Okay, I got to start all over.
Okay, now start. Now,
Wait, I need to
get
be off
yourself
camera
put back
for
there.
this. I might fall asleep.
Get yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Now imagine a counselor telling you this, saying this, repeating this one to you.
You're fired.
Okay.
You know?
We still got to choke somebody. Okay.
Okay.
Imagine. Am I
Okay.
imagining that person? Wait.
Okay, wherever your place was that you put yourself in, you can still be on the beach and want to choke a motherfucker, right?
Okay.
This ain't never. This is not in no meditation nowhere. God dang it. You just
I'll
went
show you the
south.
I'll show you the book. I'll show you the book. I'll show you the book
went-
after I get done doing it.
You went from meditation to murder.
Okay, wait, don't mess me up. Okay, so I'm on the
can't.
beach, I'm breathing,
Sorry.
and then he said, think of the one you want to choke.
Picture a thing that makes you want to choke a motherfucker. Picture a
Okay,
thing
okay.
that makes you want to choke a motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay. Now feel yourself. Release that thing as we go forward.
What if you have a few of them?
Just like that. Just like that. There's no more strife. Only a clear, calm place without them in it.
I see blood squirting out his neck. Okay.
I can't take you nowhere.
This is not for kids. This is for 18 and over.
Yeah, that's what I straight up said. It wasn't a meditation for anybody young.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
Okay.
I was not expecting that. I'm sorry. You just I mean, okay. This is like every meditation I've ever heard, and then it just went south in one heartbeat. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
why I thought it
great.
would work for you, Arkansas.
I know, right? But I couldn't get past the first few steps. I can't make my mind like go away. I can't even relax my body. Like if I try to get a massage or something, I cannot relax my body. I stay so tense. I don't know what my problem is. Never could do nothing. I'm sure I could, but I just can't. I guess I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we go forward, hang on a second. A clear, calm place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And feel the horseshit of the external world fade from your awareness. Let this meditation help you find peace with the challenges that surround you, because they are fucking everywhere. Am I
Who's
right?
your therapist? I just want to know who this person is. Just say-
Am I right? Yeah.
Okay.
Here, you cannot be ensnared by anyone's dumbassery, not even your own. If you find your mind wandering to other thoughts, don't let it concern you. Just acknowledge that. Just acknowledge that all that shit is fucking bullshit. Allow yourself to be lifted by the very best parts of you, leaving all the flightless shitbirds behind. Right where they fucking belong. This is a new place in your life, clean and clear, free from calamity created by every last ranch hand at the fuck up farm. Those bitches can't get under your skin here. They can't even begin to bother you. Take in a deep breath. Now breathe out. Just feel the fucking nonsense float away. Breathe in strength. Breathe out bullshit. If your thoughts drift to the three-ring shit show of your life, bring your attention back to your breathing.
I can't take this. I'm sorry.
And
I'm
with
so
each
sorry.
breath, feel your body saying, fuck that. We don't need that kind of garbage.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Your thoughts become lighter, and all the soul-eating cocksuckers just fall away into nothing. Let each thought guide you to a new place, away from lingering thoughts about things you can't control, away from the soft whisper of doubt and concern, away from the cul-de-sac of useless fuckery waiting at the ass end of worry.
Not the cul-de-sac. Sorry.
Definitely the cul-de-sac.
That reminds me. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Let me not talk.
And there where you
Up
greet
Zen
the
mode.
world, there where you
Oh.
greet the world of everything in it with a new beautiful breath of fuck that.
A breast of fresh ass.
There you go. Like this meditation, I love this meditation. I'm serious.
See, this is how my mind is. Instead of trying to stay focused, it wandered right off. When you said cul-de-sac, I already had some story I was thinking about. I mean, can't fucking do right. I remember when I just was fresh out of prison, so I had not drank or anything in a long time. So me and my husband went to a comedy club for like an hour and a half, and I had a couple of their laboratories or whatever, straight jacket drinks or whatever they had. And anyway, I was feeling right. I wasn't driving. He was sober. But anyway, but then went to the store and to get me some cigarettes, and I jumped in the driver's side talking about I can drive. We argued about it up and down the road, and then he finally like threw the keys and said here because I wouldn't give a I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, and he threw the keys and he was walking around to the other side of the car, and I took off to leave him, and I was really thinking I was going back to my hometown because I didn't live in this town very long. I just proed out there anyway. I got into a lane that turns into one lane, and I didn't realize it. And I was looking at the GPS, and I ran off into one of those big culverts, like with the ditches with the big old culvert thing. I ran off into it, plowed down 2 mailboxes, ran into it, and jumped back out of it somehow. I don't know how my vehicle did that. It was like a boss. So I turned off on the next road, and I called him. I told him, trying to tell him where I was at. Anyway, I jumped out of my car because I just got off parole. I didn't want to get in trouble, and I ran up the road like I was going somewhere, and it was a cul-de-sac, so I had to run right back down the same road. It didn't take me nowhere. It was a cul-de-sac. I'm sorry. When I came back, the fire truck was coming. I heard him, so I hid behind a dumpster, and my husband pulled up with somebody, and I ran and jumped. He got out and talked to them, and I jumped in the car and left real quick. He acted like it was him because he was sober. Anyway, long story short, that's where my mind went from the cul-de-sac. Thank you so much. That's where I'm at. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. It was a terrible.
No, you're not stupid. Don't ever say that. That
It was
pisses me
only
off so bad when I hear people say that, dude.
I am. I'm out there. I'm a special kind of.
No, you're not. No, you're not stupid.
You're
You're not
stupid.
I think
My wife absolutely adores you, dude.
yeah, I think make me laugh a lot.
I can't do right. I can't be serious. Apparently, no. I'm scared of it. If silence makes me so awkward and nervous because it's like gives me too much time to think, and I don't like get in my own head, So I just want to somebody say something. I just have to have music. I can't do silence. I swear I can't.
And see, like me, any chance I get, like if my wife and my kids leave, like I will turn every fucking thing off in my house, dude. And
oh, it's absolutely necessary. I just can't do it. Like when it tells me to just breathe in, inhale and exhale, I can't even do that right. I don't even know how to inhale and exhale right. I can't do that right. I can't relax. I can't none of that. I can't even get past the first steps. I swear. I don't know why.
Well, that doesn't mean you're stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. That just means you haven't learned how to do it yet.
I'm not stupid as far as I'm as smart as fuck. I'm just stupid as hell. I mean, I can't explain it. I have so much knowledge in here. Even I know how all about being one with the. I mean, laws of. I believe in all that stuff. I follow it, but I can't apply it. It's really crazy. I have all these degrees and licenses, and I don't use them. It's really stupid. You know what I mean? I'm doing nothing. I'm holding my own self back with limiting beliefs and negative talk, basically. And I don't know how to I know what I need to do and I can't do it. That really makes me mad. When I know what's wrong and I can't fix it, it's really frustrating. It's like a habit. I can't break it. Or I don't know. Limiting beliefs is a mega thing. You know what I mean?
Sounds like yeah.
I'm the reason that I'm not doing anything that I want, better than what I'm doing. I'm stuck in my own limiting beliefs, in my own poor mindset. You know what I mean? I grew up with a poor mindset. I feel like this is all I don't know. I do it to myself. It's terrible. I know what it is and just ain't fixing it. That's frustrating. But anyway, I just went on a tangent. I'm sorry about that.
I got what you're saying. That's a lot of important shit to know about you. You know what I mean?
What I came up here for was to tell y'all about this what you call it, virtual reality, and you missed the whole thing because you jumped down, so that was no fun. This app, it's super duper cool. And do you have virtual reality by chance? Probably not. Do you? No. Like a headset or something?
No.
For it?
Get to know.
No.
Oh, I was going to say, get to know. If you have an Oculus, there's an app. It's called TRIPP. I think is what it was, right?
Yeah, it is. It's amazing graphic. The graphics are just out of this world, and it's it's a meditation guide. Put it on your head and she guides you. But the visual is Pink Floyd on acid to the 10th power, but in the in a more modern way. I mean, it's such a trip. Well, it's called Trip. There you go. I mean, it's amazing. The graphics on that game is so amazing.
She said Pink Floyd on as
As-
the 10th to the 10th power.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you know, anything.
I know exactly what's that like. I know exactly what that's like. And with Pink Floyd, like I can to this day I cannot listen to Pink Floyd because when I was 18 years old, myself, a buddy of mine, and a couple of my friends and my sister, we all rented a limo and we went to a Pink Floyd laser light show in Salt Lake City. And we all ate like 4 hits of white blotter acid at one time, and it was the worst fucking experience of my life.
Yeah, that's
Like to this
me.
day, to this day,
The
I
one time I
can't do
did some
Pink Floyd.
ecstasy, and I was at a club, you know, like, you know, with all that and the lights, and man, it was terrible. I had to get the hell out of there. It was awful.
I'm surprised it
do it.
didn't
Yeah.
make you sick.
It did, basically. That's why I said I had to get out of there. It did.
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was not fun to me.
yeah. It was the worst 4.5 hours of my life.
And the bad thing about acid and shrooms and stuff, it lasts so long. If you get on a bad trip, you're like stuck in that. I drank like 40 shrooms one time, not knowingly. We picked them and boiled them into a tea. And I had like one of those, you know, Route 44
toddy.
cup, like a Route
Yeah.
44 cup or something that we poured it in. And we were headed out of town. Like nobody went that was supposed to go, but this prude dude that we just went with because he had a lot of money. It was just me and him. Oh my God. That stuff kicked in and I was so messed up. I didn't know, you know what I mean? It takes a while and I'm sitting there just drinking it, smelling like dirty socks. But anyway, and it kicked in and I was like melting into the ground when I got out the car. My face had all these splotches on it when I went to the bathroom. The horse we rented a room because I couldn't take it. And the horse was talking to me through the TV, all kinds of craziness. And I told him to take me home and I called and told him myself to my dad and mom. That's where I know it was serious because I just wanted them to knock me the hell out. And he brought me 2 Xanaxes from my mom so I could like come. I mean, it was bad. I was tripping. A bad trip. Don't do it. I'm just like, sorry. Don't do it, kids. Sorry.
Yeah, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad.
And it lasts for a long time if you don't like it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I know a friend of mine. I got a friend of mine that he ate like 6 hits of some Spider-Man acid is what they called it, and he ain't never been back. And that was over 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know somebody that did that too. I think maybe it was liquid. I don't know. It was something. His name was James Lacer, and he walked around the whole town all the time. He was gone forever. You know what I mean? It like
Darwin
he
Simonson.
never came back from it. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, thanks for all that stuff that was off topic. But I really wish anybody in the world that could try that out. I just wish you could at least one time, just for a half a minute, like a demo version, because it's like nothing I can explain. It's the most amazing thing that I've ever experienced to me.
I will definitely check it out. I have a VR headset, so
just to get it out of my system. So I just want you to look at it so you can just be like, say you did, and I can be over it because I can't explain it.
Oh, I'll
Thank-
probably
Well, the
be
first
like,
chance
oh
I
my
get to
God,
do it, I'll do
Orgy,
it.
this is
Thanks so much. I'm just playing.
You're
welcome
welcome.
in, Orgy.
But the point of that story, not even that story, but the point that I came up here for was like when you put the headset on, it kind of blocks out the vision and the sound from reality. So, and it also takes you into a different reality, you know, the virtual reality. So that's like one of the only ways that I can kind of shut down from everything else because it pulls you out of, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It puts you in
Yeah.
a different. That's the only way I can get in that zone because it kind of it puts you there, and you ain't all your reality around you goes away. You know what I'm saying? It blocks it.
Yep.
But me to lay down on the bed and close my eyes and just shut down thoughts or anything going on around me, I can't do it whatsoever. Period. Like I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I ain't got time. I got to do this. I got whatever. You know, just the dumbest shit. I can't do it.
I have to like listen to music and stuff to go to sleep, or I'll be like really restless. So I get it.
Oh, I fall asleep just by sitting on my phone and doing something until I fall out. You know what I mean? Playing a game or whatever. Like literally.
I can't do the game part of it because then my brain is like working at functioning at doing something, and I have ADHD, so it doesn't give my brain time to relax because it's constantly thinking. So I have to like listen to something that like doesn't have words or something that my brain's gonna start like trying to regulate. Like,
Well, music
pay
wouldn't work for
attention
me
to.
because that gets me crunk. I love like when Ranger comes on at night, plays music really really late. I get so high. Music is my life. You hear me? Like everything.
You know, that's how I
it puts
deal.
me, wake me all the way up probably because I love it so much. You know what I mean? I listen to it all night.
So music is how I learned to deal with stress and anxiety or whatever since I was little. Like I would
Music
listen
can
to
take
music
you from
religiously.
it can change your mood in an instant. It can make you cry or whatever, take you back to a place where when you've heard it or whatever. Music is like the shit. I cry. I can watch stuff on like Sundays. I can just watch like one of those somebody doing a singing show and they singing really good and I'll cry over it. It'll make me cry because I like music so much. Like when you know what I mean, like a child sings a song really good on American Idol or something. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I'll
Does it
literally
make your hair? Does it
yes,
make your hair stand up?
goosebumps, absolutely.
Mhm.
But I'll literally just cry happy to just music. I
Mhm.
get into that. I don't know. It's so beyond what I can explain. I don't
Did
know
you-
anybody else on that level, and I wish I did because that'd be cool to share.
My
you
wife's right
listen-
there on that level. My wife's right there on that level with you, Arkansas. Straight up 100%.
Arkansas. Last night I played a gentleman that I found on YouTube. Did you happen to hear that? And I had put his name in the chat, his
I don't-
link.
Wait, was that? No, I didn't. No, it wasn't here that I seen somebody that I was like, who's that? No, it
Oh
wasn't
my
here.
gosh, he has a beautiful voice. Hold on.
And while we're at it, if you you probably already know, but I don't know if he might know it too. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it out there. If y'all ever should subscribe to a channel that I would promote, it's Canadian musician, fishing musician. I can't talk. Him and his wife or girl, whatever they are. He plays on LCs. Sometimes.
Yes.
But he also fishes all the time. He does fishing streams, which is not even a thing of mine. But they're the coolest people. They're so nice and sweet and great people. But his music is amazing. But also the fishing is just nice to watch them. They're out there like on Lake Ontario or somewhere. They have the most beautiful sunsets every night while they're streaming. Like the sky's so pretty. It's just so relaxing and like such a nice channel. I highly recommend y'all subscribe to it. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm just playing. They're really, really nice people. You probably already know them from other places. Maybe, I don't know. But if anything, that's the most wholesome, genuine, cool channel to just go and not be involved in nothing. You know what I mean? It's just nice. They're cool. It's good music, good fishing, whatever. I don't know. Good people. They're really nice. They live in Canada. Obviously, I said Canadian musician. They're called CFM, in like LC's chat or CFM's Queen. Anyways, yada yada. Shut up now, April. It's a great channel. You should check it out. Thank you so much. If you're not subbed up to it, you should be. And I don't know why you're not do it right now. Thank you.
No, because I'm up on panel and have to dig it out to do that. So
Okay, well, or when you leave, thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome very much.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get off track, but it's a great.
You're good.
Great. It's really.
Man,
I
you know what I've
recommend-
learned in my short 1 year of being on YouTube. I have found out that a lot of you guys on YouTube, you guys say sorry way too much, man.
Well, yeah, I was probably abused as a child. I think that I'm a burden to everybody or something. I do it like people say, stop saying you're sorry. I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. I can't stop doing it. I can't stop.
Well, then
This
say
guy
sorry all you
has
want.
a beautiful voice. I just want to say now, he has a beautiful voice. And yes, I'm promoting him again. Go
Good.
sub to him. He
should.
only has 328,
But you're not giving me the channel.
342 subs.
Can I have the link or something?
Yes, I will. I'll put the link in the back chat.
Thank you so much. Put it in the front chat if you want to promote him. Or not.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this part up first.
I'm being really demanding right now. Thank you so
Copy.
much. I keep saying thank you so much. Can I put the other link in there too before we go later?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for it to load because I'm frozen again. It's
I
okay.
never do this. I never am over like trying to promote channels on the other channel. I just don't have anybody to share stuff like that with, or it's not nothing that serious, but I highly recommend this. So anyway, let me get your link. Thank you so much. I can't even do it and stream it. It won't let me click on it. I'm gonna have to copy it. I'll do that. Oh, that was, yeah. Did that show up on your channel? I can't tell. Where is your channel at?
Oh, it's still thinking.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. I can click on it over here. Thank you so much. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, he's so softy. I'm just playing. So stupid. I'm just judgy. I ain't even listened to him yet. She kicked herself off and everything.
Nice. We can really run amok now, Arkansas.
Yeah, I know, right? This is some soulful. I mean, some Lionel Richie type of stuff. No, I'm just playing, which I like. I'm just talking shit. Hey, Seork, we love you long time. I was raised with my dad or stepdad, whatever he is, that man. All my life, he was in a band, so they always had their like whole band equipment there, and they had parties there. They played, out on the deck or in the house or whatever. Like I was raised with like, old just rock and roll type stuff like Fleetwood Mac and ZZ Top. I mean,
Oh,
they
yeah.
played all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like classic rock, I guess you could call it. I guess it's what you would call it. But they
Creedence
played
and
my whole
Creedence,
life.
James Taylor,
Yeah,
Dylan.
yeah. He
Yeah,
played
yeah.
the baby. He had a baby grand synthesizer. I mean, synthesizer. He had a Korg synthesizer, but a baby grand piano, electric piano and stuff. That's what he played. Anyway,
Are
but
you ready?
yeah, I guess maybe that's got something to do with it. Who
Wait till
knows?
you hear
Yes,
his
ma'am. I've
voice.
been listening to it while he was gone.
Oh my gosh, wait till you hear this.
Across the nighttime, the city waits to slip aside. Hear her voice shake my window, sweet to juicy insides. Get me out into the nighttime, for walls won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. They say, why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Does he do it that way? They say, why?
I'm his background singer.
Why does you do me that way? All my hair stands up.
He's got a good mic that's helping him.
I'm getting that mic. Watch.
For some reason, this is very good. He's right on point and he sounds great, but it's not one of those that made my hair stand up for some reason. Because I guess because it's just, I was
It
expecting
might
it.
be
Maybe.
because
I don't know
you
why.
Michael's voice.
Yeah.
So this
No, I
is
don't
him
know.
and one of his original songs. I don't know if this is him singing. I think it is.
Light flashing down on your body.
I just like his voice.
Yeah, I like it too. It's smooth operator. It's smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
like,
cool.
and so I mean, if you like this kind
I
of
like it.
music, yeah, go subscribe. He's from over by Hungary. He's from
Siberia.
Not Siberia, but Siberia. Here, I'll show you.
Cyber Stalker.
He's from.
Sorry.
I can't
cannot-
pronounce it
I can't
right.
do
Hold
right.
on, I have to see it. Serbia. He's from Serbia.
Oh yeah, what she said. You know where that's at?
Where it's south of Hungary.
Yeah, it's next to Siberia.
That's what I was thinking. I'm just playing.
Serbia.
It's not.
It's south of Hungary.
Is it by Lebanon?
It's next to one of those other Gyrians, you know.
Serbia. You or me?
'Cause I'm Lebanese, and it sounds like I know him. I'm just playing.
I need
It's probably nothing to do with nowhere near Lebanon. I mean, but whatever.
Is there like a freaking map? Here it is.
Seorg knows. He
check
knows everything.
check the private chat, would you?
So here's Serbia, and then like here's Poland, Austria.
You're not showing anything.
Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Okay, hold on. Yeah. I'm kind of stupid sometimes. It's okay.
Don't say that.
I know. I'm so sorry. Okay, here I do stream. So see here, Hungary, yum.
Where's Hungary?
Hungary should be
Where's these places at? Okay. Okay. I see. Back out. Where are we? What continent are we on? Africa?
No, we're
What continent is that? Oh
That's
no, that's not.
Europe.
Okay, I made
like
that up.
it's north of Africa.
Okay, where's Lebanon? Because I don't know
Europe.
shit. I'm
Europe.
stupid.
Lebanon should be over here. Oh, that
Why you
is
go, why you go all the way
Lebanon's in
over there?
Oregon.
Lebanon is in Oregon.
She went all the way over there.
There
when
is,
she was
it
right
is.
there.
It's wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I
gotta
believe
Paris
find-
is-
that. I mean,
it's
not-
over here.
not the
Lebanon is over
country.
here somewhere.
not the country, silly rabbit. I'm just playing.
Oh.
It's okay.
Paris is
Right
in
there.
Idaho
See
too.
Syria and Iraq. See those? Go down there.
Yeah, that's over here.
Yeah,
There's
go over
Kabul.
here. There's Lebanon over here. You're going too far away from me. Go up
Saudi,
to the,
Saudi Arabia.
yeah, go up there somewhere by Syria, wherever Syria is. I just saw it 5 seconds ago on the map. I'm tripping.
Here's Iran. Here's Iraq. Here's Syria. Right here.
Okay, so,
Lebanon. Right here.
Thank you so much. Oh, it's so tiny. What? Is
Right
that
here.
it right there? That little piece of stuff?
Beirut.
Damn, it looks so tiny. It's so small.
That's what she said.
Damn, it's a small little piece of nothingness. Okay.
Damn it.
Anyway, so that's what made me bring that up because you said Syria. See how off track I get? You would think I have ADHD, but I really don't think I do until now. Now I kind
Yeah,
of do.
I know. You never know. Like I do. I get
I'm getting highly off everything topic that we get on right now. So yeah, maybe
Org said we triggered him so hard. How did we trigger you, Org?
we triggered his
ADHD.
animal fun facts.
I
Animal
want to
facts.
go to
I'm just playing.
Cairo.
There's a war. Oh, so that triggered him. Thanks. I'm so sorry. I didn't do it.
I want to go to
They have wars constantly in Lebanon. They're constantly at war.
Lebanese.
Let me on my knees.
Let me on my knees.
So anyway, so Serbia,
Oh my God.
Serbia is nowhere near this place. So I don't even know why I brought up this whole topic up. What kind of is not really is not at all actually. Well, anyway, it's a good try.
It's south of Hungary and Budapest.
Yeah,
Because I knew these countries. Of course you do, Org. Every country is smarter than the Americas.
yeah, that's because you live over yonder. Hell, I'm just playing over yonder.
He doesn't even live over yonder.
He lives over there somewhere.
We're closer over there than he is. He's way the hell
Bull.
down here in Australia.
But he's been places. He knows people or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Really,
No, not
But
the
I really
He's
thought
got the
Australia.
connections.
I thought they were a little closer than that, though. I guess I'm not familiar with the world, and I hate geography and social studies and history. I cannot. That's too much. That's my least favorite subject. I don't know. I couldn't. I can only name the continents, and that was doing good for that. But the rest of it, I can't name countries and states and lions and tigers and bears. And I ain't doing it. Nope. I don't know nothing. I don't know where nothing's at. I
You
don't
know what? I'll
nothing.
tell you this. I flew from San Francisco all the way to Paris, and I'm a smoker. And it
So-
was like the longest flight of my life. It was
I bet.
16 hours. 16 hours. I had to go without a cigarette, and I smoked in the
I wish I
bathroom.
could do anything and leave leave Arkansas or the world or anything at one. I mean, I said the world. I'm trying to leave the whole world. Ain't that
the
some
world,
shit?
the world of Arkansas.
Leave the country, anything, man. I had a good deal. I want to go to what you call it. Is it Bali that I'm thinking about?
Bali?
Like
Bali?
I want to go there so bad, and I was trying to like manifest it in my mind. I had a great like deal on the whole thing for some days over there. It was like a deal and a half. You hear me? But the plane flight over there, I could never afford. Okay, that's the problem.
If you get them through,
It's like thousands of dollars. I can't do it.
so there is like if you do timeshare, if you get timeshare,
On a
it's
plane.
really no. If you get timeshare, it's really cheap.
No, the whole thing was cheap. The plane is what I can't do. The flight there is ridiculous. It's like ridiculous. The cost to go there is insane. Way more than the price.
So I think my plane ticket to Paris was only like $500.
Well, because you probably have a frequent flyer bullshit or something. I don't know. I've never flown but once in my life. So
No, I got it on timeshare. So like I got free hotel for 10 days and all that stuff, and all I had to do was pay for the flight, and it was only $500. Oh,
right, but the flight wasn't part of timeshare, is it? That's not the timeshare.
no,
I'm
you
just
get a discount. You get a discount through it.
okay. Well, that was a
Well,
good discount.
welcome back. Get to know.
I didn't know he left.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on.
I need to stop talking.
Or
Sorry, yeah,
Orgy
my phone
says
kicked me.
Bali
I
is
got kicked off from my phone.
Or would you just buy me a ticket so I can come out of this country for a second? Then show me what you're working with. Be a leader.
I don't know what it is now, but I know when I looked for flights to Australia, they were like $1,200. I was like, holy shiznit.
I'm trying to get out of Arkansas, and I'm talking about leaving the country. Psh, whatever. You're my only hope, or of ever seeing the world before I die. So help me. Get me a ticket.
Well, come to
please.
Idaho. It's like a whole nother country.
Okay, that sounds like a place I really want to go. I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
I'm serious, dude. It's so awesome. It's so awesome to hear, dude. It really is.
Is it? Is it really? No, I'm just playing. I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
it really is. I love it
want to
here,
go
man.
somewhere with some water. No, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh. They're like, this one is like $2,150.
Idaho sounds like the most boring place ever to go to besides Utah. I'm just playing. I really don't know.
That's what
anything
makes it
about
so fucking great. That's what makes it so great.
I got
dude.
enough of boringness here. Arkansas is about as natural and boring as it gets. I don't need more of that. I need some.
Do you like being outdoors?
No, I hate it.
No?
I hate
then don't
heat,
come-
I hate
well, then don't
bugs,
come to
I hate
Idaho.
critters. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. That's where I'm at now. I live in the backwoods. Don't you see? Can't you see? I'm in Arkansas. We're called the natural state. That's what we are. We have mountains of trees and lions and tigers and bears on my mosquitoes and every fucking bug in the world. I'm
And
sorry.
little chigger ant bites.
Yeah, chiggers and those are two different things. But
Little
okay.
chigger ant bites.
Wasps and bees and snakes and crickets and whatever. Worms and beetle roaches things. I don't know what you call them. Big giant water bugs. That's what I call them. We had this conversation the other night, didn't I, about roaches? Was that on here? Somebody's channel I was on, like looking up roaches. It was here, wasn't it?
Yep.
Why she act like she don't know what I'm talking about, making me feel real dumb?
Who?
Was we not talking about roaches on this channel the other night or something?
We were
Thank you,
talking
but
about
she was
them
not
water bugs.
responding. You just ignore me. She learned how to tune me out. I don't blame you because I talk a lot. Thank you so much.
No, I was looking at flights to oh, here, let me share that guy's link.
I was
too.
needing somebody to back me up on this. I was like, "You sure? Was it over here?"
Yeah, we
'Cause
were
I don't know
talking
where
about
else
that.
the
Yeah,
hell I was at.
my wife and I had your back. My wife
Thank
and I
you
had
so
your
much.
back.
But
We
it
were
took a
talking
minute.
about
It was
those
a
water
delayed
bugs.
reaction. I was tripping. I was like, "Am I freaking crazy or something?"
I want to go and go. What is it called? What do they call it when you go and hang out in the bush?
Bush watching.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go bush. I'm gonna go bush watching. Watching.
No, I would like being outdoors, like by some beautiful scene, or like at a by an ocean or something. Those type of things. But I don't want to be out in the woods. You know what I mean? Like in natural, woodsy, grassy, fieldsy. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. I don't care for that. You know what I'm saying? That's where the bugs and the critters and stuff are. You know what I'm saying? Camping. Thank you. No. Bye bye.
You know how
No.
we call. We know.
Not
you know
here
how
anyway.
we call like a like if you go to a park and there's some like trees and stuff. That's what they
Picnicking,
call a
barbecuing.
bush.
Oh, what?
We call bushes like hedges, right?
Yeah.
They call it like where there's trees and stuff.
Who is
a
they?
bush in Australia.
Oh, I was wondering what you're talking about. I didn't know who they
Yeah,
were.
they call it the bush, and then of course they call it like the desert is the outback.
Like, I'm sure I would love that. So, Sea Org, the thing is, like, here is a different environment. You probably don't have, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't want to be where the freaking, I'm just saying, mosquitoes and all that type of biting bugs, I can't do it. They are attracted to my blood type or whatever. Or
You
I'm
must
sweet.
have type O blood.
I'm something, I do. But the thing is, it's like insane. I can't stand being outside in that mist. Like, some places you go, they don't have mosquitoes and stuff. So, yeah, I'm sure it's lovely.
In the desert. Go to
The
the
other
desert.
thing, no, the other thing I
you never
cannot
get
do,
bothered by bugs.
I cannot do heat. I can't do heat, like excessive heat, like here with the humidity. We have
But
like,
it's humid.
it makes me ill, like migraine. I mean, vomiting. I can't do the heat. I cannot do
Me neither.
bad heat. So if it's like
Mhm.
too hot, I can just cancel me out. And then he's talking about backpacking. When I ain't freaking left my computer for like 2 or 3 years, I'm sure I could backpack somewhere. Yeah, I need to. Where the hell I'm gonna back? You have to carry me up.
Orgy, come on up.
Just playing.
I've always wanted to like go backpacking, but I'm like,
No, I would love to do something like that. I have no
with
culture. I've never
camping
been
and stuff,
anywhere.
It would be so fun.
It's not nothing I would do here. Though. That's my thing. I'm not doing none of that here because it's too many wood. It's just woodsy, and I just don't get it. It's a whole nother, world here. Maybe Although
Well,
all
I
the
lived
most
out in the
deadliest everything is in Australia, though. So
Oh
what am I
yeah, like
saying?
have you seen them giant spiders are like the size of my
Everything,
hand?
all the most deadliest everything is in Australia.
Them spiders are ferocious. I'm like, and they have like fly spray, like bug spray over there, and the spider's like the size of my hand, and they're like, yeah, we're
Just get
just.
the
I'm like,
hairspray and the lighter.
I'm
You're
like,
good.
can you guys sell that kind of bug spray here in the U.S. because I'm sure we'd have a lot less bugs over here
Oh, deep
if
wood
we could
off.
use that same kind of spray. But I think it would probably be outlawed over here.
If I put deep wood off on me, the mosquitoes just slap me in
Yeah.
the face like it ain't
You,
nothing. They don't give a
you,
damn about it.
you know what? You
Drink
have to
pickle
spray your
juice.
whole body. I learned
That ain't gonna do
the
it.
hard way. If you're going to use bug spray, put it on naked and then put your clothes on because I don't ever want to go through that chigger thing like I did before.
It just doesn't work for me anyway. But yeah, see, or I really appreciate all your lies that you're talking in the chat. Stop playing with my emotions and give me a damn ticket over
He
there,
goes,
and I'm
we
on
don't
my
spray
way.
spiders. I've seen the wasp spray or whatever it's called over there. I have a friend that lives over there, not far from Sea Org, and he showed me the can of bug spray that they use to kill that stuff, to kill those. He says we leave spiders alone. No, I've seen the spray that they have. It's a can, like a regular can, and I mean they're like, they just keel over. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Sea Org, I'm waiting on that ticket. So start, saving money up or whatever you need to do, sir.
Can you imagine how big the flies would have to be if they need a spider that big to kill the flies? They must have big flies.
No,
Or there must be a flying
little
but
spiders can take out beetles and all kinds of stuff because they trap them and swallow them
no,
down.
I was saying he said they leave those big ass spiders, and I
Because they eat
said
flies. Yeah.
because they eat flies, and I'm like, well, how big are the flies if the spiders are that big?
You know what I'm saying? A little bitty spider can eat a big fly. I'm
Well,
just
that
throwing
means
that out there. I
well,
think.
that means that the flies are gigantic then.
Yeah, everything's deadly and big and ferocious. Not just I ain't never been there. Shut up. That's what they told me on the National Geography Channel or something. Enquirer. I was supposed to say National Enquirer.
National Geographic.
Jesus can't take me nowhere, I swear.
I'm like,
Okay.
man, if I move to Australia, I'm gonna have to live in a freaking mesh gunny sack.
Talking about moving. She's talking about moving to Australia. She finna move in on you. I'm just playing. So.
I did. Not,
Look, he's
not
talking
with
about
Org.
me. He's talking about me. Yeah, you. Who else is gonna help save me? Nobody will help me. I've been begging on every channel. Somebody get me out of here. They won't do it.
Spiders
Nobody
don't
will
hurt
take
you
the
unless
bait.
you pick them up and hurt them.
I can't even get a psycho to be like, yeah, come over, little girl. I'm just like, I can't give this shit away.
Holy fuck! You're amazing, Arkansas. You know that. Don't ever let anybody tell you
I'm
fucking
just telling
different. I
y'all, the
fucking love
first
you. I will
person
fight.
that tells
I'll
me to
fight for
come
you.
on, I'm out this bitch. The very first person. I don't care who it is. I'm out. I've done put it out there on every channel. I've done played like I want to come see you. I ain't got to move in. Just let me come visit.
Them nasty spiders on his bed. He probably slept on the couch.
That.
Why would you do that? I mean, why? Why would you do that, Sea Org? It sounds pretty foolish.
It's not a free country over there in Australia.
They don't hurt you unless you pick them up and hurt them. No, you can roll over and they can feel threatened and then they can bite you. What do you mean?
And they put on their boxing gloves and
they might feel danger because you're going to smush their ass or something. I don't know.
No, I think a spider.
Look, everybody tells me don't mess with the wasp or bees. They won't mess with you. Bullshit. I'm telling you, they're drawn to my blood type or something. It has to be mosquitoes. If I go outside for 1 second, I am blistered up. I'm eat the fuck up. I mean everything. Wasps and bees, they come for me. I don't care what y'all say. That's bullshit. It's not true. Mm-hmm. And those two things I'm terrified of. I will not try to kill them. I'll run from them and shut the door and make somebody go in there because if I miss, they're gonna fuck me up. You know what I mean?
I came across a tarantula down in Arky's parts of the world, and I was like, it was crazy because I was sitting out on my porch, and I'm like, what is that little fuzzy thing? And I thought it was a mouse, and all of a sudden, like half of its legs were sticking out, and I was like, oh, that thing's got like 8 legs. Oh shit!
I mean, I might not even be. Hold on, I know that it ain't gonna fuck me up, but I don't need nothing crawling on me unexpectedly.
Well, mind you, I'm like this pregnant. And there was some kids playing basketball out in the cul-de-sac. Funny, I just brought that word up again. Some kids playing basketball out in the cul-de-sac. And I was like, you guys, come tell me what this is. And they come over there and they're like, oh, it's a tarantula. And I was like, it is? Like, oh shit. Like, I've only seen them in the zoo. And so he's like, hold on, let me go get my mom. She had to kill one earlier. And I was like, she did? There's more than one? He's like, yeah. Well, I had just moved into this property and I had the lawn guys come out and they had their riding mowers and they cut down all the big tall grass in the backyard. And so what it did was it shook the earth and all of a sudden all of these tarantulas started coming out. And so his mom gets there and she goes, oh yeah, that's like half the size of the one I had to kill earlier. My husband wouldn't leave the house and go to work. So I had to come home from work and kill it. He would not come out of the house. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that, and they make me mad because if you're a man, you're supposed to be the killer of the critters. I don't care.
And she comes out with a boot, and I'm like, you need something bigger than a boot. It was like half the size of my hand. She's
my daughter.
I get like that with moths.
My daughter. Oh, that is the weakest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry.
I'm dead serious. I
Look,
can't
I've
do
been
them.
up there going all crazy about everything, bugs and everything.
Big
and
bird.
Then I want to insult him about a moth. That's weird though. Moths are like the most non-bothersome thing in the world.
Clothes, but
no, fuck like that. No.
I mean, they're so meek. You can just like easily destroy them so easily, and they're not going to do anything to you. I mean, they're just going to flutter and get on your nerves.
Stop it. You're making my mouth water.
I can't believe of all things. That's what bothers you. This is so annoying. I'm sorry. I feel bad because it's bad that I don't want to give this dog love, but I don't want to, and it annoys me. He's like demanding I do something. I don't want to do it.
Give that baby some love.
Do it more. Do it more. You better do it more.
What am I supposed to do? I don't want to. He's trying to make me play with him or
I don't know.
Like tug of.
Hold on. You want to see how spoiled my baby is?
Jesus, I feel terrible about it too. He's stuck in his house doing nothing all day. But Jesus, I didn't sign up for this. I don't want it. I don't do it. Please, somebody get him. Take him and love him. Just love him.
My wife says she's got
it.
He's a
very nice dog, but he's just, I can't. I'm not the one. I'm not that person.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what am I supposed to do with him? I can't take him out and throw baseballs and shit with him. I mean, I don't want to tug on his rope all the time while I'm doing shit. I'm busy. Leave me alone. And he's annoying. God, I feel so bad saying that as we speak, but I just don't want to. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, I done messed up my damn camera.
Look at you.
Oh,
I ain't shut up yet, have I? Let me stop talking. What are y'all doing to me?
No, you're good.
I have nobody to talk to for so long. I get up here and just go crazy.
You're fine.
I need to go back to Sea Org and let's talk about this ticket he ain't getting me. I'm just playing.
This ticket he ain't getting me?
Yeah, he was talking all that smacking. He was like, me? Oh, now I know why, because Nance is here. Of course he's not going to let me go nowhere. I'm just playing.
Oh my gosh.
Nance ain't going to let me go.
She's like, nope.
Damn you, Nance.
Hello, Nance. Hello, Tony 801.
Oh my God, all these people are in here listening to me. Where'd y'all just come from? What live just ended? I didn't know y'all were here. I'm sorry. I feel so
then
embarrassed.
he gets up and moves before I can even show you how cute he looked.
Oh, I've done hurt his feelings. He just left out with his head hanging down. I feel so bad. Somebody should help him.
Come here.
Oh, woo 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 to you.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have to stay at your place. Just give me a ticket to the country and I'll bounce.
She's like, I'll bounce.
I don't have to come to your house. I just wanted you to get me there. Just pay for you don't even gotta look at me. Just give me a ticket. Thank you so much.
So you've never been out of Arkansas?
The surrounding states, only around, like nowhere else, like the same nothingness, like Kansas, Mississippi, Tennessee. That's it. Oklahoma. That's it. Pretty much. Shut your face.
Oh, the baby.
I don't care, bro. He's trying to make me play with him, and I'm not gonna do it. I wish somebody tell him.
Oh,
No.
it's okay, baby dog.
He can't hear you, unfortunately. Shut up. I don't want to.
Oh, look at that face. Oh,
I don't want to. Leave me alone, please. You can't make me love you.
He's like, yes, I can.
He's like, you're lying. You already love me and you know it.
He's annoying me right now. What do you want me to do? I don't want to play.
He wants you to take him outside.
No, I just did that. He just wants me to play with this stupid little nothing.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
I don't care. I'm not doing it. Leave me alone. See, this is dumb. Like, why do I have to sit here and play with this silly, stupid self?
Come on.
Just hold on to it and pull on it a little bit.
I
Make him
don't
think
want
you're
to. I do, and I get tired. I don't want it. It's nothing. I don't want to. I ain't got no grip. No. Everything I get him, he just tears it to shreds. So there's no point of trying. Everything I try.
That's what dogs are supposed. That's what dogs do. That's
No,
what dogs
well,
do.
I can't play with him if he don't stop tearing shit up. I can't play with it. This is the only thing he can't tear up. But look how big it is. We can't even play with it.
Is
It's too
that
big.
like one of those big Kong toys?
I don't know. It's big. Can't tear it up, but you can't play with it either. So it's kind of pointless. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye. We had our good times.
Oh my gosh.
I can't do this. Like, I'm over here trying to talk, and he's like, you can't make me do nothing. This ain't right.
Poor guy.
You can't make me. I don't want to.
But you're supposed to be asleep. You got a big day tomorrow.
Uh-oh. He probably wants to play with his dog. He wants the doggy. I'm just playing. I'm joking. Let me turn this camera off for I go crazy. Somebody, anyway, dog for sale. I mean, for takeaway. I'm just, he's been here, like, he's 12 years old already. So, hey, maybe he'll just fade out one day. Okay, I'm stopped. That was really cruel. Don't report
That was
me.
kind of mean.
It was.
I won't report you, but that was kind of mean.
I don't want to. I didn't sign up. I don't want to. I can't give him what he needs.
I'm going to try this camera on a different setting and see if it still does.
Uh-oh, there's people here that I don't know, so I need to be quiet for real, because they might take me the wrong way.
Opa's like my sister.
Oh, okay then. Thank you so much. Don't report me.
I'll see if it keeps
She won't.
kicking me off.
It's going to kick you off.
a baby dog.
Just get him. Get him and love him. Thank you. Please. Look at your dog. He's like, hell no. Look, this dog can't stand for me. Okay, listen. If my baby grandbaby's over here and hears me start talking, or even on the phone, and I start talking baby talk to her, he is so jealous. He's like, "Roo, roo, roo." He just has to have attention immediately. He's jealous. It's ridiculous.
Opa said she'll add him to the doghouse.
Well, please do. Just add him to anything. He's been inside his whole life. Like, he's never been, except to go to the bathroom. Like, he's not allowed to be outside because we've never supposed to have him any place we was at or whatever. So I feel bad, but I'm sure he's bored. But he's so old, he just needs to lay down and be quiet for a little while. I don't want to do it.
He's in there singing like that, and they got to know you have him by now.
No, and not this place. I'm like all the time, other places or stuff. No, it's not that now. It's just that now he can't be outside because he's not allowed in this. We're not allowed to have this breed, which is not a breed. He's a mutt, but anything that looks like any kind of.
He looks like a terrier mixed with a.
Plus, I've never had him. You have to have him chipped and spayed and neutered, or whatever you call it, blah, 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 all that stuff. We've never taken him to do any of that stuff back in the day because it was my son's dog, not mine. So let's talk about that. I'm a cat person, and he wasn't even allowed out of the room because I have my cat, and she will fuck him up.
Seawork says you need to take him for a walk.
Yeah, I sure do. I'm not doing it. You ought to see you should see his nails. They're so freaking long. I can't never clip them down ever. Nothing works, and they're so long, and they never get worn out. They're terrible. Yeah, y'all would feel bad. I hope y'all feel sorry for him.
How often do you go for walkies?
Never, ever, ever, never.
Well, how does he go potty?
I just took him out. I didn't want to, but I do, and it makes me mad every time I have to go out there and do it. I don't want to.
Oh, so is he in a place where you can just open the door and he can just go out?
No, I have to take him on a leash, and they have to be on leashes here anyway. But it terrifies me because, like, when I first got him the first time, he got locked up next door with a pit, and it was the most. It terrified me, and he was all bloodied up. I spent $1,000 at the vet. It would take care of. It was stitched up. I mean, it was just traumatic. Like, he can't. I get scared if there's any other animal out there when I go out. You know what I mean? I have to make sure. And then they had a pit next door that they kept, and I was like, I can't even barely take him outside without being in fear. No. Anyway.
Well, that's understandable. Like, I have a vicious breed dog, and so.
Like, he's not vicious. He's never been a vicious bone in his life, but
mine's not vicious. I'm saying he's a vicious breed.
But
dog.
that was a vicious thing that happened. I mean, I don't know. I think he ran at the dog, like, out of just wanting to associate with it maybe, and it might have freaked the other dog out and made him, react. I don't know. I wasn't there at the beginning of it all, but because I'm sure he wasn't trying to go be vicious to the dog. I'm sure because it's not like in his blood. I'm sure at all. Whatsoever. But I think he maybe was more interested in maybe he wants some booty. I really don't know. He's never had any ass in his life ever.
He's a virgin.
And you know what's weird? He's never humped like my leg, nobody's leg or nothing, which is strange. He's never been, what is it, spayed or neutered? I don't know which one's what.
Spayed is female, neutered is boy.
Neutered. He's never been, so it's really weird, but I don't know. He's never had any poo-poo, pee-pee, papa. I don't know what you call it, booty.
Oh my God.
He still acts like a kid. He's 12, but he's an ADHD dog. He used to be the most hyper dog when he was younger. Like he was so crunk, just excited. You know what I mean? Like to the point, but he still acts that way kind of, and he's old, so he shouldn't be. He should just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. He used to jump up on top of like air conditioners and roofs and all kinds of stuff. Like he'd stand on top of them like, what are you doing, you dork? He's just really retarded half the time. Okay, I'm sorry.
What? Papa?
I know my dog just wants to be run free. I would love that. It would be the most bestest thing ever. I just need somebody to allow him to do so. He can't do it here. I'll get $1,000 fine. They'll keep him. I'll have to pay fines, all kinds of stuff. If he gets caught out here, he can't be out here.
Yeah,
Period.
they can't run loose. When you have a vicious breed dog, they can't
No.
run loose, even if the dog is sweet.
No, any dogs have to be on leash here anyway. That's the law now here in this city, whatever. But you can't keep him chained up outside. Who would want to do that? I'm just saying. But I don't have a fence.
I could never chain up a dog outside.
Even if I did, he digs. He would dig right through. I mean, under it every time. You know, whatever.
Look, you see him?
Yeah, he's pretty. He stays inside too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. And then this dog shit. Oh my God, I can't have nothing.
He gets his meals cooked for him.
He's the worst shedding dog. Like he sheds so horribly bad. Like and he's white haired, and he is the wiriest shedding his hair. Probably because he needs some vitamins. I don't know. Probably who knows. When I tell y'all, the hair from this dog on a daily, it's crazy. Y'all don't even get it. I just can't deal. Somebody help me, please. I'm not. I can't tell y'all. I'm not lying. I feel terrible for him. I have a heart, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not the one. That's why I don't deal with dogs. They stinky. They're big, and they get on my nerves. They make my house smell bad. Probably. I can't. What am I going to do? I like cats. They're clean and they take care of themselves, take themselves out, and don't bother me.
Who's bullying Org?
See Org. I'm gonna bully him if he don't give me a ticket or something, or take this dog, whichever one he wants to pick. I'm just playing. Let it run outside. I don't live in Australia in the fields or whatever.
In the outback.
I used to when I was like little, growing up. We had like where dogs could be just out there roaming around free. You know what I mean? In the yard dogs, whatever you want to call it. That was back in 1987. It's not now.
Well, you have a cute doggy, Arky.
I don't. That's not my dog.
I think your puppy dog is cute.
He's not a puppy. He's
always
an old senior.
Dog and I love my. Okay, do you see him now? Wait, there. That's his.
Your dog's not bothering you.
No, he was just pestering me.
I couldn't even sit here and talk to you. He was like, fucking eat this with me, pull on this, and get your slobbery, stinky slobber on me and bother me. I'm just playing. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I tried. I'll be trying.
Come on, Seorg. Come on, Arkansas. Didn't you download COD?
I did, and I just look at it on the daily and never touch it.
What's your Activision name? What
did I make it under? Arkansas? I thought it was Arkansas, maybe.
There should be a number after it.
No, you keep trying to make me have numbers, and mine didn't have a number. You just wanted it to have it. No, you put an @ sign in front of it. You already friended me.
I did?
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
But I never accepted it or anything because I've never opened it once it got downloaded because we got off the stream and I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, come on. If Orgy and Toe Jam can learn it,
have you been on there with them?
Yeah.
Lies.
I went on there with
I've seen it.
Toe Jam, and who else? Who else was playing?
When did y'all do that? You little traitors.
Seorg, who else was playing? Oh, Easy Now 90.
Oh, ain't that special?
Yeah. So we were all playing, and it was like Easy Now was kicking ass too. He was like kicking butt and taking names.
Yeah, because he's a bully. I'm just playing. I'm sorry.
He was. Well, I'm gonna jump on some COD before I hit the hay.
All right. My brother said I could use a controller he's got because I feel like the keyboard's gonna be a lot. I can't even type because I can't get my fingers right on keyboards. I have to one finger it. So I feel like the coordination and my hands being in 5 different places trying to do something. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'm gonna try a remote maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll try it. Don't know
Some
what to
people are
do when
better
I
at
get there.
controllers. I don't have like the little thumb button coordination.
I mean, where do I get? What do I do when I get there? Go to look for you a friend or something. What am I supposed to do?
Well, when you get in the game, then you can hit accept, add friend, and then I'll see you, and then I can just add you to the game,
Okay.
and then I can like help navigate with you. It's really pretty easy to learn.
I mean, I'm sure it is. I just want to like know what to do the first time. I haven't played games in years. You know what I mean? In thousands of years. Last time I played games was like on a PlayStation or
and it was kind of hard because like when Org and Toe Jam were learning, they were learning like when it was like human on human. It wasn't even like
yeah, that's what I was trying to
NPC.
say. I don't want it to be like joining teams right away when I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, if you play with a team on where you're playing against NPCs and then there's a couple of humans in there, it's okay because then you have more time to like learn and navigate and learn how it works.
Yeah, I need a demonstration learning mode. I'm just playing. Anyway, like if I would go in there with y'all, but I'm not just going to jump on there. Not. I might. I'll shut up. I'm going to do what I want. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye bye.
I love you too, baby.
See, or give me a ticket and stop bullshitting. Thank you so much. You heard it on live. Y'all saw and heard him say he'll
There's
do
evidence now. It's permanent.
He said he'll do it. Just ask Nance permission and do it. Start a GoFundMe.
Get Nance one too while you're at it. Inky, I will play tomorrow if you want. Okay, Orgy.
See, they never want to do stuff with me. That's all. That's all it is.
Well, we'll get you on. When I log off, you go log on, and then we'll get you on and get you playing.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, I love you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Get to know you. I'm sorry I didn't shut up. You're doing a great job.
You're fine, sweetheart.
I know, she's so funny. Thank you. Get to know. I appreciate you. Mwah. And then tomorrow, I need to change my stream time. Tomorrow, I just won't stream tomorrow. I'll make it for the following day.
Why? Oh, because you got something to do. What do you mean?
Oh, because Get to Know is
okay,
going live tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my stream time. I wrote it down. I think he said it was at 7. So I think that's 6 my time. Hold on, I gotta find it. Oh no. Oh no. What did I do with it? Oh no, I moved it. I lost it. 7 p.m. I found it. Okay. I love you guys. Mwah. And yes. You ran.
Yeah, good night. I don't know what you just kicked me out again. I don't know what the hell's going on. Stupid as shit.
Oh my gosh. No, you're fine. So when I get done with this, I'm gonna change the time for my stream for tomorrow. So then and then I'll set my alarm for tomorrow for your stream. Okay.
Okay. Remember that's 7 o'clock my time though.
Yes, so it should be 6 o'clock my time, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Okay, baby. Mwah. Give wifey kisses
good.
for me.
Good night. Will do.
I love you guys. Mwah.
Love you too. Bye.